It's like, look at that. I don't like this the defensive setup right here because everybody's
bad.
This
is like Alex Singleton bad.
Yeah.
For a 2nd and 2. Yeah, and all day in
Oh,
the pocket for Pickett. He's running for his life.
Holding.
That's definitely holding.
Yeah, big time. I was wondering where they're gonna call it.
They found his flag.
Yep.
Thank God.
Found it.
All right. Well, all those little completions for nothing. You're going to be at 2nd and 12.
Oh,
and
and
it's
illegal
formation.
formation even before it. Thanks a lot,
So
Cleet.
why was the flag so
Coaching.
damn late?
Offensive coaching.
Yeah.
They had to determine which one they wanted to you know.
Hey, somebody was covered up on the line of scrimmage. Look at him. Yeah,
Was that me?
yeah, was that me? Yeah, you're
I
supposed to
checked
be.
in as eligible. Swear to God.
No, he's got to be on the line. He can't line up. He can't line up in the backfield.
Oh, it was behind it. Got it.
So
My
2
bad.
penalties for Pittsburgh already.
Hey, look at this. Here's
Uh-oh.
Robert Quinn on
Robert
2nd and
Quinn.
7.
Woo!
I
Love to
love
see you,
the-
Quinn.
I love
Love
that
to
shoulder
see you,
pass.
Quinn.
It's a passing down, but they may run something quick.
All right. Picking
A
the
draw.
shotgun here, which I figure we'll be seeing a lot of that today.
Woo!
He's got time.
Oh! Hey! Yo, did you see his bend on that?
Yes.
Wow.
That was another that was actually another ISO stunt.
That's
a
what
flag on the play
Yeah,
here.
they seem
Should
to
be
have
holding.
seen something with the Steelers' protection,
Yeah.
and they're going after it.
His defensive holding.
That was a bullet train right
Yeah.
through,
Please
man.
don't take
One of the-
Please just decline
yes,
it.
yes.
Please decline
No,
it.
his defensive holding on Bradbury.
All right.
Oh, it's on Brad.
Bradbury.
Yeah,
yeah.
holding on
How the
Bradbury.
hell's that happen?
Milton Williams also limped off the field on that play.
Yeah.
But now we're getting the replay, so we'll see who screamed through. Was that Tua Palatu that
Nuh-uh.
screamed through on that? Somebody came up the gut. Just wrecked
Come
him.
on, man. Why are you doing that? Can't do that.
That's
Come on.
sloppy.
It's light, but it's there.
It's rust.
No, it's holding.
It's there. It's
Just move your feet. Move your damn feet. It's lazy.
Come on, man. Oh,
thought he was, still
messed up
with Joe
somebody's-
Judge. Yeah.
Just messed up somebody's sack.
So here we go. Steelers in the shotgun again. Kenny Pickett trying to get people to listen to him, but nobody cares because he sucks. Here we go. Snap.
Delay a game.
Delay a
About
game.
time.
All right.
How long
why.
was they going to
This
let all
team's
those
so
double
bad.
zeros up there? Did you see the double zero? I'm getting a little sick of them letting that crap pass.
They've been letting that go for decades,
Yeah.
it feels like. I don't know the last time they actually enforced delay of game. Like,
the 41
actively
second
as a
clock.
league.
Yeah, it's definitely a 41 second.
And then I'm sitting there and we're sitting there looking at all the zeros and not a flag comes out until like seconds later. So you know Kenny Pickett took a long time.
Yes.
Not good. Yeah, they want you. They try to give you every opportunity to get the plays off. He just didn't execute, and that's their 3rd penalty already on the day. We're not even, we're just halfway through the first quarter. So,
Steelers going empty.
and a quick screen to the
Nope,
outside.
not this time, baby.
Short tackling. Nice and easy. Second and
Patrick
what?
Johnson
Second and
called for
9,
a flag.
2nd and 8.
2nd and 13.
No,
Second
2nd and
and
13.
13,
Yeah,
yeah.
the penalty because they're dumb. All right, great.
Exactly.
So yeah, 2nd and 13, and like that's the thing is like if I'm looking at a game like this, how many things have to go right for the Steelers to win this game?
A
It's
whole
a
bunch.
billion things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean the whole like the talent disparity, coaching disparity. It just feels like such a wide gap.
Yeah, I think their offense, and I would equate it to blaming it on the coach mainly because you got professional players out there. It's up to you to put them in the proper position and find out what they do best.
And they had no idea what was going on there.
No, they
What
didn't.
turned
Draw.
out to be a draw delay.
play, a delay draw. Yeah.
Yeah, but and they got like 12 yards out of that.
12,
maybe.
well, it was a good play.
Here comes the
But
tempo for the
Here
first
comes
down
the
here,
tempo
too.
for the first down. Try to get the tempo,
They're going to screw this up. I fumbled snap for something like that.
especially on tiny hands.
John loves the tiny hands
Love
on
it.
Pickett.
Love it. Oh, they learned something from Nick Sirianni. Good for them. QB sneak for a first down.
See, this is one of those drives where I feel like the first part of the drive we were standing back by the sticks with the coverage. I don't know why. And this is one of those drives I think Vic Fangio should call down and was like, hey, what the hell are we doing?
Are you telling me there's JG drives and you're telling me there's Vic drives?
Yeah, pretty much. It's what's going on right now is one of those JG drives.
Yeah,
Because they're driving the length of the field.
Yep. They're moving pretty good. Right now they're at the Eagles 42.
Here comes
just
a
about.
running play to the right.
1st and 10.
Nope, it's a play action.
Play action.
Yep, rolls out to his left. Nice easy throw for 4 yards because that's all they trust him to do.
To the standard build Pittsburgh Steelers tight end. I don't even know his name. Who's 81? Anybody know?
It's Heath Miller the 5th.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Perfect.
Just
I
keep
forgot the kid's
recycling
name.
them.
I forgot the kid's name.
They're just not worth, like, they haven't earned my attention yet.
It's
You
not,
know what I
is it-
mean?
It's not the Jesse James guy, is it?
No, I think he retired as
Yeah,
well.
I think he's gone, but they're all the same. Yeah, Dallas is the same thing. It's all these tight ends that are the same guy. So here we go. Kenny Pickett again, 2nd and 7. Plenty of time in the pocket. He
Wow.
actually throws it more than 10 yards. This time he gets about 15 to 20.
See?
Now that's to Heath Miller the 6th.
That's,
right
that's
there.
a friend
Fear
of-
your mirth. I'm not learning that
I'm
shit.
not learning that.
Nope.
Nope.
No, thank you very much.
If he makes a Pro Bowl, we'll learn it.
Yeah, exactly.
Till
Yes,
then,
then we'll have
he's just
You're 88.
He's
Till
88.
He's number
yeah.
88.
You got to earn it, pal.
So not a great drive here, guys. And I think this
Not
is
for
kind
us.
of like
It's like I said, it's the one drive. It's every game we give up one of these drives.
Tank,
We
why
need to-
don't defensive coordinators, much like offensive guys, when like an offensive play is working, why aren't they just running the stunt until they stop it?
I don't know. It's Jonathan Gannon. See, look how
Now
far
they're playing back. Everybody's playing
umbrella
back.
Stuff. It's like the what's called right back there. Look, now he's
And there
going
goes
around.
Kenny
Pickett,
Pickett on the
pressure in the
scramble.
pocket, and he just scrambles for an easy 11 yards
Yeah.
because
What the hell is
everybody's
that?
sitting back.
Yeah, because they're sitting back and they should be running the same stunt. They cannot stop that stunt.
Yeah, just keep running it.
Yeah, keep running. Loop the guy
Keep
around.
looping.
Yep.
Keep looping.
Yep, they're their own biggest enemy. I
Yep.
mean, it's really shocking how this happens every single week. They haven't even
Yep.
given up the touchdown yet, but all these little plays, there's no reason to give these up.
All right,
None whatsoever.
I am calling for a conference on the defense then. I don't know if I should get slapped in the face yet if you're saying that stuff.
That slap's coming whether you like it or not.
Is it going to be open hand? Open hand to the mouth.
I think Kenny.
I'm getting the belt.
Oh, here it is. A little
Nope.
option.
Nope.
Pistol.
Yeah, no.
For nothing. Option pistol nothing. That's what we're going to call it, Vince
Good.
Quinn.
Have we seen Robert Quinn out there yet?
On
One snap?
Where
one
Bradbury
snap.
on the hold was there.
Yeah. That was,
Okay.
So
yeah.
he came. That's what I was freaking out about. He came around on the bend, and it was incredible.
Yeah.
So he's still there.
All
And
right.
that's all I needed to see.
It's good to know he's on the team.
Yep.
It's good to know he's on the team so far. He should get more snaps again. We'll have to see what happens with Milton Williams. So
Yeah.
we'll check in on that because he did limp off the field a couple of
Robert
snaps
Quinn's
ago.
back on.
There we go.
There he is
There he is
again.
There he is. Okay.
This is that
So
death goal line
second and
defense
goal.
you were talking about, Vince Quinn, on the show.
Yeah, this is what it should be. 2nd and goal here on the 6. Handoff
Jet
wide to the
sweep,
left.
jet
Deontay
sweep. He's
Johnson
gonna get
trying
there.
to get around the corner.
Short.
Should be called for holding.
Third and goal. Oh,
Yeah,
he's
should-
back further
Yeah,
than I
they're
thought.
not calling it.
They should have called holding. Watch up top.
Watching up top.
Right there.
Holding BG.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it
Yeah.
Stepped out at the 2, so there's a chance.
was. Yeah, except
We got a chance. I like this.
Third and goal.
Here comes a stupid
And this-
ass bootleg.
This should be 4-down territory for Pittsburgh if they have half a brain cell.
Not really.
You
They have
don't-
half a
don't know
brain
Mike
cell.
Tomlin,
Not
do
They
you?
really.
should not kick a field goal if they do not get this. But
a
I
field
don't know
goal
if they're
maestro.
smart enough. So let's see.
I kind of would.
3rd and 3 here.
Especially depends on what happens on this play.
Pickett, plenty of
Pickett with a
time.
balloon.
Nothing there. Nothing there.
Nothing.
You're going to try
He
and
was
call
hop-
for
he
a
was- he was
flag?
hoping for one.
Get out of my
You can't
face.
see
Are
when
you
it,
kidding
when
me?
it happens on that. When that happens like that, you kick a field goal. You take the points. It's early in the game. You're nothing more demoralizing than roaming all the way downfield and coming away with nothing.
Man, 1-8 is bitching that he slipped. Go home. That's unreal. I hate when guys do that.
Yeah,
see-
see, no, I think this is a mistake.
I don't.
Oh, this is a total mistake.
It's
Why?
a
For the
coward
Steelers,
move.
yeah.
They can't
Why?
score. So,
Why?
like, if you're already down
If you-
7,
okay,
you
so-
can't score. You're on the road.
Okay, so say you're not going to get anything. You're going to go away with nothing.
Yeah, I'm trying to go away with 7 though. Like you gotta give something to get something. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna take the risk.
Their kicker was just signed yesterday.
Yeah.
And that is an important storyline in all this. They did sign this kicker yesterday. He probably doesn't even know the long snapper's name
Steelers
yet.
just did something stupid and got
Yeah.
a flag thrown. on the
Okay,
flag.
and then in that case, okay, yes, now you kick, I guess.
It's like you got a young team. Why do you trust Kenny Pickett?
No, but I also
So-
don't trust that a field goal unit just went out there and got a flag either.
Well, they had too many men in the huddle. Yeah. Delay
okay.
game.
Wow. See, this
Wait,
team's
it's-
horribly
it's
coached.
on us.
Oh,
It's
it's on the Eagles.
Yeah.
Oh, the Eagles are horribly coached
Delay of
too.
game.
I'll let
So Brandon Graham somehow caused the delay of game. In the chat, if you know what's
Half the
going on, I
distance-
didn't hear it. It's
half
probably
the-
ridiculous.
Yes, half the distance to the goal line, delay a game, 55. I think he might have swiped at the ball.
Are you kidding me?
Try to trick them.
It's a really
Okay.
nice shot of Howard Eskin
Yeah.
and his glasses, by the way, too.
Hey,
A little bit weird.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
It's our guys from the nosebleeds.
Showing up?
Yep.
Shelling out?
Here at the Gatehouse.
I have no idea what happened there.
Which, by
Hey,
the way,
I'm
it's
gonna
in
check
the Navy
Twitter.
Yard.
Hey, look,
So
look, they're
here
going
every
for
week.
it. They're going for it. They're going for it.
They
They're
are
taking-
going for
Yes,
it
'cause it's
now.
half the distance
Okay,
to the goal
see,
line.
this is
Fourth and goal.
I hate saying this is what they should do, but this is what they should do. It's 4th and goal. They're at the 2.
Jet sweep.
they're doing a
nothing.
What?
Oh, jet sweep play action to my
the
God
most
to the
desperate-
fullback.
Okay.
Oh no, that's T.J. Watt. They put in T.J. Watt for that.
Wow.
T.J. Watt.
I hate them. I hate the Watt family. See, this is what I'm talking about.
Derek Watt?
I hate him.
Yeah,
It's Derek Watt.
That's Derek Watt.
Is it Derek?
Because TJ's the D end and he's out this week.
Yeah.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah, so
My
that's
bad. I missed
Derek
that.
Watt.
Yeah.
But either way, it's an
All the
end
Watts.
around to
Yeah.
to Chase Claypool, who ends up throwing the ball to Watt in the end zone. So you have a wide receiver jet sweep pass.
And you should have went over it in practice.
But-
Jim Johnson would have went over it in practice.
Because that feels like that's what the Steelers do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Jim Johnson would have went over that crap in practice.
Yeah, and if you haven't been, like, if you're out there watching and you're wondering, like, all right, well, what's the deal with the Steelers offense? It's basically if Chris Angel was an offensive coordinator, it's just all illusions. It's all smoke and mirrors constantly. None of it makes any sense.
Look, he's happy. Look, he's happy. They're slapping him
thrilled.
on. They're thrilled after that drive.
Because it's a miracle for them. They have no business being in this game right now. The Eagles are sitting back, easy completions, letting them go down the field, and then a dumb penalty leads to them giving up a touchdown.
Speaking of dumb, Jonathan Gannon refuses to run that same stunt that's killing them the entire time. How many times have we seen that stunt work?
Already twice to massive success. Massive success.
And it was like they still have no answer for that. And I'm wondering why after the one penalty we did not see that stunt again.
Yeah.
The ref that they said they made a move that wasn't football related for the call. So
Are you talking about for Brandon Graham?
yeah, so whatever that means.
Great. He was doing the electric slide, and they were like, hey, no dancing.
It was on. He just moved the ball half the distance to the goal line.
Yeah, it must have been something like that. And
Well-
by the way, thank you to everybody on YouTube that's tuning in. We are live at the Gatehouse. I am Vince Quinn. This is John Barchard, Hollis Thomas.
And I'm trying to tweet the show out. I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah, Taylor Cradatis. Hey, we got a lot of moving parts here. Taylor Cradatis with us as well, of course, engineering the show. We are all at the Gatehouse. We've got a fresh new sodas. If you have not tried the Bell and the Birdman Cherry Crush, we are giving it out today.
It is delicious.
It is delicious. It is tank approved, so we love to see that. And, yeah, we're here every home game. So we're here every home game, pregame for 3 hours before the game. We broadcast through the whole game, do a post-game show. It's all brought to you by Philly Sports Trips. So if you want to come on out, phillysportstrips.com is where you buy your tailgate tickets. Also, you want to come on the road? We're going to Houston on Thursday, guys.
We are.
We will
Damn,
be in
Skippy.
Houston. It's going to be completely insane down there, all the World Series energy. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But if you want to join us on the road anywhere for the Eagles this season, there's a lot of Phillies trips, Sixers trips. It's all coming up. It's all on phillysportstrips.com.
Okay, so Vince Quinn, Hollis Thomas.
Yes.
I am freaking out because I don't know. No one knows what the thing he did was. No one knows. There's been no explanation. So, like, what the fuck did Brandon Graham do to cause a delay of game? Was he like, it wasn't taunting, right? If he was talking trash, that would have been different, right?
Taunting or
Yeah, they would call it taunting.
unsportsmanlike, or they would have done.
I don't even know what they mean. Man, they come up with some shit nowadays for the offense.
Is this dude, is the head official like one of the ones that's one of the worst against the Eagles? I'll look that up too.
He's
so
probably
ridiculous.
just one of the worst in general.
Yeah.
Because it's like I was watching. I forgot what I was watching, but I think my boy Troy Vincent was on, and he was talking about how they back the judgment of the officials. I was like, I can't back stupidity, because some of the causes they make, their judgment is clouded by all means. I don't know what the hell they be watching sometimes or not watching.
Yeah, and it feels like not watching a lot of time as Britton Covey gets ready to get smacked, and he does.
Did he ever?
Can we please stop that now? Like,
Please stop what?
Go get some guy on the street that runs a 4-3-2. I don't care. I can't.
Go get Greg Ward. You just brought him back.
There you go, Ward.
By the way, Jeff McClain says he's not even sure what happened.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
nobody's going to get an answer on that.
It's
What the hell? I know what he did. I know what he did.
Yeah.
He made the hut sound.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Hot instead of like.
He may have called their cadence.
All right.
Yeah.
And
That's a no-no?
Yeah, that's a no-no.
call
You
that?
can't do that.
Can't do that. 1st and 10. Jalen's going to keep.
Love it. Pulled it down. Beautiful slide.
Yep.
8 yards, Vince Quinn, would you say?
Yeah, 8-9 yards, and,
Yep.
and that's typical Jalen, right? Well executed read option. He's
Right.
a master of that, and it's one of the best parts of his game, honestly.
And it actually puts people on notice, so you can't just charge down and hit the running back all the time.
And he needs that. I mean, anything to lessen the hits for as much as he runs. Jalen, again, about 20 yards down the field. Yeah. Tries to get to A.J. Brown. A.J. double covered on that one, which you don't see. You don't see Jalen throwing a double coverage all that often.
Right.
Second time he's done that. He did it to A.J. It's a guy you throw it to if you're going to throw it into double coverage. He got his hands on it, couldn't come up with it. 3rd and 1.
I think the guy, the safety for the safety for the Steelers. He's one of those guys who could make disguise a lot of stuff. And I think he was running a bit of a rover there instead of just pretty much following A.J. Brown, because every time I've seen him throw the ball to A.J. Brown, 39 has been on his ass.
And that makes sense. I mean, if you're going to shadow anybody, it's A.J. 3rd and 1, hand up, up the middle.
That's good for Eagles first down.
There you go.
Gainwell.
First down. There you go.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
And, okay, Kenny Gainwell.
Yeah.
In the game.
Okay. Already.
All right, Kenny. Haven't seen a lot of Kenny this year. Haven't seen much of Boston Scott. Like, it's just been the Miles show this year.
Yeah, it's been a Miles Sanders. You see Kenny Gainwell most of the time in the second half. But I think they're starting to try to mix up some stuff now and handle some business.
And I want to ask you about running back more in a minute, Tank. But first, here's Jalen getting the ball first. Pressure on the backside. Oh!
Hank Basket. Why are you throwing a Hank Basket?
No,
that's right.
He got what's called. he got hit on that.
So, yeah, it was a contested ball there. Quez goes up for it, can't come down with it.
You called him Hank Basket.
Yeah, that's been my thing for a couple of years now.
Oh, did you see how it just went through his hand?
Man.
See?
That's the Hank Basket.
So, Hank Basket, yeah, there you
see,
go.
Look, so he got turned around a little bit.
Yeah, so let me ask you about this, Tank.
Okay.
I know there's been a lot of fuss about the running back spot and whether they should add anybody. Do you think they should?
I thought they should add a thumper if you could get somebody good, a thumper for the second half. So, because sometimes I don't know if you noticed, we've been kicking field goals when we get in the red zone in that third quarter drive, and I feel like we could get a touchdown.
As AJ, nice completion there, comeback route,
nice
easy
comeback
catch
route.
for AJ. He's built for those.
Yes, he is. But if we could get somebody, cool. But just don't go get somebody. Go get somebody. Get somebody that's going to actually. Mesh with the locker room. Don't go get no chump that we're going to have to worry about is he going to play or is he going to be on the same thing?
Quick sneak on 3rd and 1, and I don't think they got it this time, honestly.
Hurts stood way up.
He's still up.
Oh, he's still up. He's not even down
He's
yet.
right there.
I called for it in progress, I guess, but
I'm laughing. I think they were offsides.
oh, is that right?
I think yeah. Just watch this.
That's why they stopped it.
See, told you.
Yep.
He told you.
Oh, my God.
3rd and 1, it's an auto first down, fellas.
Well, no, because you can say anytime you see the flag that quickly, that means 57 lined up offsides.
Yes.
And because he knew what was coming.
Everybody knows, and you can't stop it, just like Jason Kelsey says.
And
it's an awesome feeling.
Yeah, well, it was funny because I was listening to the commentary and during the game. It was like, you know what's coming? I was like, whoa.
How demoralizing is that for a D tackle, by the way, when somebody says you know what's coming and then they beat you anyway? How demoralizing is that?
I don't know. The Tank will never know.
Here. I don't. One of the fireworks from Vince Quinn's fireworks just went off here, too. And speaking of that, thank you guys again, like Vince Quinn was saying, for watching. Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up and that subscribe button, because that definitely helps and is the best way to support us right now, honestly. Or, as we've been saying, you missed out on Vince Quinn's birthday party, and then you missed out on another birthday party to your right. And all this wonderful, it's so weird to say.
Yeah.
Bell and the Birdman Cherry Crush Soda. It's delicious.
It's so cool.
It's so good. Thanks to Nick once again for bringing I'd be rather watching the birds hats. They're incredible, guys. Like Forbidden Canvas. Go to them and check them out on Instagram because they got a lot of great stuff.
This cherry rush is delicious.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. That is, and by the way, Tank is the approval for like everything that we do here. Whether it tastes good, whether it doesn't taste good, whether it looks right, whether we look corny or not, which most of the time his answer is yes.
Don't say anything about that, Tank. I don't want to hear from you on that.
But we love you here, man. Thank you for being here as always.
Thanks for having me. I just had a guy he's got a Joy Behart satchel on. He's walking around there.
See, and this is what I love, the Joy Behart satchel. I actually asked him where he got it. I was like, I need one of those.
Yeah.
I think they're awesome. I don't care.
Is it okay if I tell you what it was? What it's actually called, or should I?
I would say probably not.
It's a woman repellent.
That's what he's saying. It's a woman repellent. Yes.
I used another term, but
yes. And if you know Tank, you know what he's saying.
If you know me, you know what I said. But it was kind of funny because
not in today's age. That's what I'm saying. This is.
Well, no, I know, but when he said he thought he thought it up on his own, and I was like, yeah, you didn't think that up on your own. He's like, yeah, but and then he started thinking about it. He's like, yeah,
actually, she did make a suggestion, and it was a great suggestion. Tank, get on board, man.
Not really. That's what you have
I'm going to put him in a satchel, or what do you call those old things?
You look fantastic in your merce.
Fanny pack. I'm going to get him a fanny pack. I'm going to get Tank to love a fanny pack and understand that it's great.
Like Indiana Jones has one, so does Joy Behar.
But it's Indiana Jones. He's cool. He's also
for a dork.
Another with
He's
him?
cool for a dork.
Anyway,
all right. I'm stealing Mantastic.
Fantastic. Yeah. Yes.
I got that from Rude. Rutt, my bad. Rutt, John Rutt.
Oh, John Runyon. Okay.
Here we go. First and 10. Start of the second quarter here. Jalen Hurts dropping back, fakes the handoff. He's getting some pressure
in the middle.
And he's rolling off to his left or his right. And there you go. That's out of bounds.
Yeah, he was just throwing that away.
That's basically the Michael Vick defensive coverage, right? Have somebody blitz in the middle, contain your ends on the outside.
Yeah, but I think he saw that one coming pretty fast, like, because it was they were on us pretty quickly there.
Yeah, they got right through on that.
Might have got beat there.
Well, it was sometimes when they run their 3-4, it's kind of exotic, and I don't think Dick LeBeau is there anymore. So, but. He was the best at calling, and he would always confuse the crap out of us.
Okay, so great stat that just showed up on the board. Eagles 112 points in the second quarter this season. Pittsburgh 107 all year.
Yikes.
Yeah, yikes
it's
indeed.
Their quarter. Oh, there we go.
Jalen Hurts to Devontae Smith right across the middle. A slant, which I yell about all the time. Nice and easy 9 yards on that one. We're looking at 3rd and 1.
All right, so if Vic Fangio is the guy telling JG what to do, who's the guy telling Shane what to do?
Occasionally, you know that Nick Sirianni was like, I don't know if you saw the one in the Cardinals game when the guy did that. He did those screen passes like 3 or 4 in a row, and Nick Sirianni was like, "What the fuck was that?
What are you doing, man?"
No, you said, "What the fuck was that?" I can read it like when they came off the sideline. He's like, "What the fuck was that?"
That's awesome. Good
I
for
was
Sirianni.
cracking up, dude.
3rd and 1 sneak coming again. Oh no! This time it's a bootleg.
And
it's a throwback. With the beauty to Dallas Goedert for about 15. Those sneaky bastards.
Nice.
See?
You do not see that often. Jalen Hurts, I mean, he rolls out to his right-hand side. He's throwing completely across the field to get that ball to Goddard. I don't know if that's just funky design. He's the third read.
Design.
They saw something in coverage. I don't know what that is. You don't see that a lot.
It's actually beautifully set up because Stoll comes right back in like they're going to push him in for another 3rd and 1 QB sneak. It holds. It actually looks like it's going to be a bootleg, so everybody flows that way. Dallas Goedert leaks out. Bing, bang, boom, 15 yards on the 30.
It's what we call the fall-down tight end pass. I don't know if you noticed on that play, Goddard fell down and kind of got through the line, and then he snuck out.
I didn't see that.
It's like a tight end sneak.
Very
it
Kyle
works.
Shanahan.
Yeah.
Yeah, more like Patriots. That's like old Patriots with all the pick plays.
It's like a Bill Walsh play. It's like because it's also you use it. No,
look, something new and shiny. Actually, Bill Walsh did it like 1983.
Yeah, so he also uses it's also called like it's a cross boot as well. So they call it a throwback screen, but it's not really a screen because the guy falls down, act like he's blocking and falls down, but gets back up because he's eligible. And next thing you know, he's over there by his lonesome. Like, damn.
Schoolyard ball after a quick gain of 2. Jalen Hurts drops back on 2nd and 8. Gets hit as he throws it. Doesn't go down. Looks like they just got a piece of the ball.
Yeah, got a piece of it.
Got his arm right on the elbow as it went down. Or as he was trying to throw it.
Yeah, he's trying to come up.
He had AJ breaking right here. Oh, man. That was a touchdown-ish, possibly.
Man.
That's what he was going for, too.
Dang.
That's what he was going for, too. He was going for the gusto.
The gusto is there.
Yeah.
3rd and 8 instead.
All right. Just get enough yards to make it a 4-down.
By the way, shout out to Dana and Mom for the Jets being up 10-3 on the Patriots.
Wow.
Yeah,
you guys.
Look at that.
Look at that. It's kind of different when you can't cheat, huh?
Get him tagged.
3rd and 8 and Hurts. Going deep.
Got him! Sweet mother of all that is merciful.
Yes, absolutely beautiful ball. Jalen Hurts over the top. A.J. Brown looking up over the shoulder. Great catch. Excellent play all around.
I was going to say, when you see TK Tom Kelly, hey, Axon was that good enough right there.
Oh, my God.
Hey,
yeah, on the
of-
replay, it even looks better.
I know, son of an onion.
Jesus.
Wow.
Look at the drop in the bucket.
I had words with TK.
Hello, Tom. Miss you, buddy.
This is officially a Spike Tom Kelly podcast.
Well, no, he and it was adamant about it. Oh, he's not good. He's not good. Carson's going to be there. So I was like, you don't shut up.
Carson's hanging out again.
His finger hurts.
Yeah, he's done.
You think?
He's so done.
Especially after the number 4 came in and showed who was boss.
He should have been the starter all along.
You don't say.
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy to me that they traded
Thank
for Wentz when you had Heineke.
Yes,
it was like, for what?
And then the funniest thing was somebody else was like, they're not going to play Tyler Heineke. They got Wentz. I was like, the only reason Wentz is going to play is because he's making $20 million.
Exactly.
It's like that kid almost beat Tom Brady the one year in the playoff game. When you get the team behind you like that, that's what a team is all about. When they get behind the quarterback, you can see the difference between when he plays versus when Carson plays. It's almost like when I was watching Ben Simmons and Kyrie Irving passing the ball and yelled out, shoot.
Oh, yeah, that was really ugly the other night.
I don't know if you know that Montez Sweat was chasing Carson Wentz in practice, telling him to throw the ball.
Yeah, which is so bad when defensive players are like, come on, Carson, please, Carson, come on, buddy.
Don't want to touch you. Throw the ball.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And he wouldn't. Still.
I mean, and I'm still like, who gives a shit about? I go all the way back, Tank.
Yeah.
Everyone was bitching about, you didn't draft Jeremy Chin. You didn't draft Denzel Mims. You guys are idiots.
Yeah.
I mean
those
Mims
are the
is
worst
doing
takes.
so many things for the Jets. Who's contributing more than Denzel Mims, John? Him and
You
Elijah
gotta
Moore
help
are
Carson
really.
Wentz. Oh, look, what are you doing? And I'm even wrong. Like, Marcus Epps has been amazing.
Yes.
So
big
you
time.
didn't even. Who cares about Jeremy Chin? Who cares?
You know the good
Yeah.
thing about Marcus Epps is
You're great. I'm done trying to come to Philly.
I do like Chuck Clark though. I thought we might remember earlier when we were talking about the running back thing. I thought the next move that will probably be a splash with us is a safety to help out our trio, our current safeties,
Yep.
because we have a ball hawk in there, and if we get somebody that plays close to the line like Chuck Clark, plays close to the line, and it could cover those guys across the middle. We have CJ is a ball hawk, and dude, and we could also add that Chuck Clark is a great blitzer as well. So you get somebody like that, he's available too. So
And it's crazy because they were it sounded like they were really close to having a deal this offseason.
Yeah.
So-
and I was pissed that they didn't get that done, because it would have made that we'd have had one of the best trios of safeties going, because nowadays you're only going to use 2 linebackers for the most part, unless they come out in what I like to call doggy. That's 2 or 3 tight ends and a fullback. And just
gonna be a long
it's going to
day.
be a long game. We're about to run doggy. What's doggy? You're going to find out.
Yeah, and I'll touch on something just in case. Like, have we had a run back ever this year?
No.
Nobody,
No.
right?
Yeah, well, not us.
Anybody,
got-
anybody
Yeah,
in the
so
league.
it's
They've
only
gotten
one.
crushed in a couple of games by special teams.
Yeah, we got crushed, but you talking about it's only been one run back. I forgot they were talking about the kid, and just as you say that, get him
I shouldn't have
down,
said
man.
anything.
Way to
Good
go.
return. My bad.
And they just give up, what, like 30, 35?
Yeah, and it's a flag. It's a flag. It's
Oh,
coming back.
It's on them. Clipping.
Block
Block in the back.
Well, whatever do you mean?
I barely touched him.
Chris Collinsworth.
Well,
Man,
I don't know, Al. Is that a bad Collinsworth? That probably was. Ah, there it is.
Yep,
There's the
there
whole
we go.
Man,
bunch
sound like
of
he's
dum-dums.
90 years old.
He's going to sound like that. Well. Oh, there. Hey, look at the nice tight ends on
Yeah,
hanging
tight
out on
ends hanging out
Tuesday.
of school,
That's
doing
good.
the high,
cool.
high knees
Grant
like Russell Wilson
Calcaterra.
on the plane.
Love that.
Keep running, kid.
Here's what I had a thought on, because I don't know if you saw this today.
Ernie McCracken?
All the bullshit Alvin Kamara rumors that got started.
Right.
Well, I guess Steelers are here, but I want to talk about it in a second because Albert Breer had to say something today.
Okay, good.
All right. Well, good enough here for absolutely nothing. I mean, blocked up the
And
whole
holding.
way.
And holding.
Jordan Davis
Way to
blew
go,
up
Jordan.
that play.
Did he ever? And they were holding him.
For the first time, by the way, as our good friend Ben Solak pointed out.
Oh, illegal formation.
I love that.
They can't even get lined up. What the
Their
hell?
penalties are ridiculous already.
Cox, Hargrave, Jordan Davis, and Sweat all in the same field, I think, for the first couple of series there for the defense, which has been trending upwards, and now we're seeing why. Good Lord, look at this.
Watch this. Power. Damn! Destruction. He totally destroyed him.
He didn't want him here.
He took his lunch.
Can you believe that guy didn't want him here?
Kyle Hamilton's doing fine in Baltimore. All right, he's doing fine.
Get out of here. Kyle Hamilton gets torched on a weekly basis. He looks inept.
Whoa, first and 15. Is that a pitch?
Wow.
Oh, my God.
No, that was a slaughter, though.
Monte Maddox is mad.
That was almost, baby.
And I love it.
Wow,
Go crazy. Oh, I love that. I didn't see that move before. That's new.
But that's what it should look like, right? Pittsburgh
Exactly. Look,
trying
boom.
to get a little dump off to the side.
Yep. Boom.
Maddox is all over it. No chance.
This is a Vic Fangio drive.
Yes, you think?
Hey, kid. Dial it up. So here you go. 97, 90, 91. And is that Patrick Johnson on the outside?
I think so. ISO. I think ISO stunt is coming.
Yeah, he's standing up for it. Oh, they just cleared it for him. No
see.
one's moving, so they're coming.
Yeah. Hey, go get it. Go get it.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
There's nowhere to go.
Big dog.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So this is
Patrick
going to be
Johnson,
a give-up play here, right? You got to figure it's going to be it's third and 20.
Screen or draw.
Yeah.
Because
We see Robert Quinn?
Because you don't want to go. Look, big, I like the way Big Dog is covering the middle. You see that?
Oh, man. You can't handle Jordan and Cox.
And Cox at the same
Can't
time.
do it. It's unreal. They're sliding to Davis to open up Cox. That's unbelievable. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that
triple X, huh?
Third and 20.
So here we go.
It's gonna
Kenny
be a draw.
Pickett.
Yep, it's enough. The screen told you.
Yep,
Yeah.
here comes the screen.
Well,
It is
get 'em down,
pretty well
and
covered.
down.
And they're going to
get 'em
punt.
down, punt.
Love this.
Nice.
All right, so let me get to Alvin Kamara, guys.
Okay.
Albert Breer had to come out and say, or carry the Saints' water, should I say. And now he's going, well, the Saints would consider trading Alvin Kamara if they traded the first-round pick back that the Eagles took from them. Is there anywhere on earth you're trading a first-round pick in, even in the most optimized conditions, takes all the salary? Turns out he's not that bad of a guy, which is so untrue. We've seen one locker room video of him.
Yeah, I was about to say. Or you seen any other footage from the Vegas ordeal?
I haven't even seen the
He has a lingering assault charge.
Exactly.
it's just
That's a
like
Vegas
unreal.
ordeal.
Exactly. So it's like, what are you trading for?
They've got tape on it too. It's god awful.
Is that how they try to sell it? Oh, he's not that bad of a guy.
He's not that bad of a guy.
bad of a guy. He's just fine.
Jess, how can they be laying off these pitches?
So I'm just going to make it clear. I've already tweeted it out. It's in print, but just for audio and video form as well. If Howie Roseman trades a first-round running back for anybody, doesn't have to be Kamara. I'll even do it for Derrick Henry because I just don't think it's possible. I will shave my head bald and get a tattoo of the running back on my head that he trades for. Because it's not happening.
You say a first round pick for a running back?
Any running back.
Nah, you're not gonna do that. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, we got some running backs here. There's more guys on the street. What the hell am I gonna do that for?
Exactly. I would.
Now, see, this is the funny thing. Like if I'm drafting a guy and he's got all the tools, like the Bryce Hall kid, I would have picked him up late in the first round because you see what he can do. But he obviously he got hurt already. But those are the type of running backs that get drafted in the first round. But just giving to somebody a draft pick for somebody who's not only probably a dick. he's got some lingering legal issues that he's probably going to get suspended for pretty soon. I don't see myself trading a first round pick for. He's got to. They didn't even trade a first round pick for what's it? McCaffrey.
McCaffrey, CMC.
Yeah. And I put them both in the same category because both of them, while both of them are really good and they run between the tackles, they're often hurt. It's like having a Ferrari that speaker goes out every once in a while.
Yeah, it's totally the case because they're both really dynamic, great receivers, great runners, the whole thing. So you base your offense around it because they can do so much, but then you base your offense around a running back and they get busted up. You just can't. That's why all these guys don't get paid. You do committees, all that kind of stuff. So
but he wasn't the same without Ingram. Ingram's back there now. Without Mark Ingram, you would have been talking about Kamara without Ingram. That's one kid who's been durable.
Yeah.
Now Mark Ingram, that would be a name I would like here, though.
Yeah.
on the cheap.
Okay.
Yeah,
If you're willing to sell.
that's my guy.
Yeah,
I
what would
actually
you do for
played,
that? How much would you give up for Mark Ingram?
7.
It was like a 5th or 6th round pick.
Yeah.
Because I think if he's on the contract, 5th or 6th round. But if there's only 1 year left, then the 6th or 7th round.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I feel like we need to point out who returned the kick.
who returned the kick?
Devontae Smith.
Whoa. I totally missed that. So, yeah,
Pay attention to that going forward.
He
That's
returned the
done.
punt. Oh yeah. I wasn't even paying attention. We were so caught up in the Alvin Kamara ordeal.
No. 1st and 10 for the Birds as it's a quick slip screen out to Devontae Smith, who's going to take it all all east to west and sit down like a bad boy for a 10-yard loss.
Jalen thought about a block for a second.
Oh.
Hey, that's a good.
Oh my God! Now the broadcast is going to go over what a run-pass option is for Tony Romo.
Tony Romo, to destroy
lick his
it.
microphone.
Yeah, it's like he knows what that is.
Yeah.
If you were so damn excited, what happened when you were playing?
Well, I'd love to get back at. Would have loved to run the RPO with Zeke, Jim.
Sure, or Julius Jones.
Yeah, Julius Jones. That's a throwback.
2nd and 20, empty set here, Vince Quinney.
Yeah, you love to see this.
Oh, I
Here
love
we
it.
go. Nothing better than 2nd and 20. Here's Jalen. He's got plenty of time and space back there. And nobody open. Decides to tuck it and run. He gets maybe 3 yards. 3rd and 17.
All right.
Yeah, the ill-advised with the quick pass, they need to cut that shit out.
Yeah, that's
pissing me off.
I hate that stuff.
See, and that's the thing that bothers me so much is this team is so well built with the weapons. Yeah, you can do the short stuff, but like mid-range and deep, you've got the guys to execute that. So where are all those like 15-yard passes and they should be able to do that.
You got to get better route concepts.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, I think they got them in there. They're just not using them.
Do you think that's on coach or you think that's on QB, by the way?
I think it's on the coach right now because he's just running what he's putting together.
So 3rd and 18 here. This is where you got to throw it deep, and he has the time. Nobody open. He throws it short to Gainwell. Gainwell finds some space. He gets maybe 6 yards.
Yeah.
Man, see, I keep going back to this, Vince. I really think the coaching staff is hindering this offense.
Yeah, a little bit.
It keeps happening.
I think that call right there, the first call, I think really hindered this offense, especially this drive. It's going to be interesting to see how fast the defense can get off the field and put them in position to score.
Yeah.
I think right now, what we need right now is a quick 3 and out or a turnover and give the offense the ball right back so they can build a little bit of something.
Bruin feels like a turnover on this drive. That would help.
Yeah, they're due for at least another sack.
Yep.
So something's going to be coming soon. But
nice.
That's one of the things is they get a couple of yards on the punt.
Hey, let's ask
Pittsburgh's going to
Kevon
be about
Wallace.
21.
I remember when he was going to be better than Marcus Epps.
He's going to be the next Dawkins. Stop it.
Yeah.
He's from Clemson. Yes, so.
Derek Barnett was from Tennessee, too, and going to be the next Reggie White. So.
Yeah.
Over 2 on those.
that.
Huh?
Can't get right.
So let's talk for a second, though, because, thinking about the coaching with the Eagles, right? Here's where I'm starting to feel about this team. We've talked a lot about the Giants, me and John have. My problem is that talent sucks, and the coaching's amazing,
right?
Which makes them look way better than they are.
Correct.
I think on this side, for us, the talent is so good that it makes the coaching look better than it is, and this is not a 6-0 coaching staff.
Kind of, sort of.
Kind of, sort of.
Kind of, sort of. I like some of the coaches, some of the position coaches, but I think that right now, if Nick Sirianni was calling the plays, I think we'd be doing a lot better. But he's gone away. He's giving it to somebody else who's a first-time play caller. But the defense needs an experienced play caller. Jonathan Gannon, this is his second year into calling defense, and he's stinking up the joint. He's not changed anything that he's done. He's still with the bend but don't break. As a defensive coordinator, you need an attack and kill mentality. It's like I'm not giving them shit. It's like, I'm not, and we continue to put our secondary in a bind. They're back there covering all day long. We just saw a couple of stunts that was working against this offensive line. As you can see, they get confused. They suck. The offensive line really sucks. But we're letting them stand back there because we want to rush 3 or 4 guys and try to play coverage. That shit's not going to work.
Yeah.
It's a young quarterback.
Yeah.
It's a young quarterback.
And
There's no reason to do it.
And he's going to find the open guy if you give him that type of time. It's like we put him on notice those first 2 drives, and he was back there scared. Now it's like that long drive, we gave him some concessions. We let him stand back there and pass a little bit, and we just gave up the rhythm, and we trying to rush 4. That's not going to work in the NFL.
Well, when Tank's talking about the defensive side of the ball like that, Vince, The only thing that is in my mind is that we have like a 2-degree connection with Joe Brady in our Discord because someone is married to his sister, I believe, or something like that. And we went over that.
I missed that.
And Joe Brady, can somebody clip this right now? The kegs are on me, brother. Get your ass in this building right now, because if that's what Tank is down, I'm feeling those vibes. Shane needs to go. It's been too many. He did it with the Chargers. He's doing it here.
Yeah.
It's just I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't like it.
Nick Sirianni is better at calling plays, and he needs to take it over before week 14.
Yeah,
This is not cool.
And I like Nick Sirianni's competitive edge. And I think if he continues to go down the path like we're looking at, he's going to step in.
So 1st and 10 here. Pickett roll out.
Oh,
man,
so
Slay
bad.
was all over that one.
I like that, yeah.
Yeah, tried to hit Deontay Johnson there as he rolled out to the right, and Slay, man, almost got that.
You know, the funny thing is that this is the part where you've seen what they do, and now you know what they got to do to get the quarterback on the edge to throw the ball, because if you leave them sitting still, we got guys coming. So that I like the fact that we were able to not let them get on the edge and throw that pass. It should have been a pick 6.
Yeah, and that's the thing. As the game goes on, it gets a little bit easier. You see what they're doing. You experience what he's capable of, and then you can work on the tendencies. He just can't. He can't throw the ball far. So here he tries again.
Out of
And
bounds.
wow, if he caught that, that was a pretty nice catch by Pickens.
Nope, he was out of bounds.
No, good.
It was close though.
Pickens is a stud.
Yes, he is. Look at him. See, look,
He's so good. And he talks shit so good, too.
Watch this,
He's,
look.
he's
Look, it was close.
There
See,
we go.
look.
Maddox with a big play.
Yeah,
Wow,
he only got
Maddox.
He only got one. He only got one down. See, look.
Yeah, Pickens.
Wow.
tried to
He put his
tiptoe
foot on it.
Yeah, put his foot.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what you do.
Avonte Maddox getting
Amazing
his
play.
foot under George Pickens to prevent 2 toes getting in. That is ridiculous.
3rd and 10, and everybody is standing on their feet here. Vince Quinn, I love this.
As they should be. Come on, this is time to pin him right here.
There's Robert Quinn.
Kenny
Get his
Pickett, he's
out.
on. No!
Almost, Marcus.
It's coming.
Yeah,
It's coming.
Kenny Pickett throws maybe the hardest thrown ball I've seen him do all day.
Watch, see, look.
Yeah, actually, it was a pretty tight spiral, too.
Yeah, it was. It's like
That's why Marcus Epps plays defense.
No, number 80, number 88 was underneath it. He was like, "Is that for me? No, it can't be for me. That's too high."
Yep. Yeah, he let it sail. It went right to Epps. Epps couldn't believe it seems like, and just dropped it. So punt here, 4th and 10. Eagles up 14-7, by the way, if you're not able to watch the game, just hearing us.
Angle punt.
Peter.
What's that called?
That was the call?
That's when your guys are coming towards you and they can't see the ball and the ball's kicked short, you yell Peter, so they scatter so that they'll get hit. They get away from the ball. That way you don't have any collisions and stuff, and the ball doesn't touch your guy.
Learning all sorts
It's
of
universal.
stuff,
Peter.
Jordan in the chat saying, how are we 6-0 and John still calling for heads to roll?
Yes! I want more. I want 17-0. That's what we're chasing. Fuck the Dolphins. You need to be perfect here, and this offense is not perfect.
No,
and that's what it is. That's why I get mad, because it's not the players. And everyone is going to look at the mistakes from Jalen Hurts and go, well, that's just Jalen. And I'm telling you, there's something missing there. That's just been a theory of mine. It's been what was that game? Nick Sirianni, we saw, was it in Arizona? It was in Arizona?
Yeah, Arizona, you had a lot of issues with that one.
Desperately tired face. It feels like there's just a lot of infighting going on.
Well, no, that's why with the Arizona game, that's what Nick Sirianni came to the offensive coordinator. He's like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
No, because
I'm not crazy.
And you're correct, because we were sitting there watching. It was like, I was saying, before they got over to the sideline, because he got the coordinator. He's like, "What the fuck was that?"
Yeah.
And he was pointing at the field. I was like, and it was like it was like 2 or 3 of those screens, those wide receiver screens in a row. He's like, it didn't work the first time. What makes you think it worked on the second or third time? So it's like, I think he's real cognizant of things like that. And I think he may have to go back into helping them call some of the plays. But I understand what he wants to do. He's trying to be in tune with the game so he can make those decisions. So the whole team you look like a team with a leader, not a team with just an offensive coordinator and stuff. You need a team with a leader that's ready to make decisions on both sides of the ball. So.
Yeah. Which I guess then the question just becomes, if this is how they're going to structure it, it's all these young guys, different roles. I'm just the head coach. I'm the overseer. Your offense, your defense. Like, how much time do you give them to get better as a staff?
You see, they brought Vic Fangio in, so Jonathan Gannon's days are numbered.
Well, is it? I mean, just devil's advocate here. They should be.
Damn right. They put it this way. You're not bringing nobody in there just to look good. Eventually,
why not?
Because
devil's advocate. Why not? I'm bringing Vic Fangio to coach him up.
Yeah, you bring him to coach him up, but if he can't get the job done,
well, then
it's only so much coaching you can do. Mm-hmm. The coach can't go out there and play.
Yeah.
So it's like Vic Fangio can tell him what to do and tell him how to go about things. But if he doesn't do it and execute it, then he doesn't say he's not taking the coaching.
Which is hilarious, Vince Quinn, because you brought him up so adamantly in the offseason. That like, hey, let's go get a guy like Vic. Let's go get a guy like, and you anticipated the switch coming, and like, dude, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna
happen. Like, they got to get one more year out of Fletch, then they're, or I don't know what's happening after this year. But
all the contracts, all those guys are going to be free agents after this season. Where they put that money is going to tell us a lot about this team and where they're going. It's going to tell us a lot. I'm really interested in this offseason.
Fangio.
It better be. Here's Jalen Hurts, a ton of time, 1st and 10, rifle into Dallas Goedert.
Let it go, baby.
Maybe 14 yards in the air on that. Dallas with a couple more on top. Eagles first down. You love to see it.
Also, I see on the bottom of my screen, Dallas is up on the Bears 27-7. Only bringing this up because is that a good thing for the sliverest of sliver of hope that Roquan Smith ends up an Eagle?
You're so
just
desperate.
Put him out of their misery.
No, I've got to put you out of your misery. No, it's not. He's not coming.
Oh, boy. Boston Scott in orbit motion. Jalen Hurts with a nice ball to Devontae Smith for a first down.
There we go.
My disappointment's in what Vince Quinn said, not the amazing play.
Yeah, it is. All right, Hollis, let me run it by you.
I'm disappointed that we don't get Roquan, too.
He wants, okay.
He's a beast.
How much would you give up for Roquan?
I'm not giving up a first-round pick because he's not signed. He's not exactly, and he wants to get paid again.
I didn't say first-round pick. I just said go get him.
Yeah, I give up a third-round pick for him.
Yeah, see, that's where I'm at.
Yeah,
I think the Bears would do that.
I don't think they'd take a 3.
3 and something. Jalen Hurts going deep-ish and got him again. Are you kidding me? Wow. Are you kidding me?
You see that, TK? Oh, sorry. TK,
again. A flag coming on Pittsburgh too. I think for getting mad.
That was taunting.
Was it taunting?
Oh, I missed it.
You see what he did?
No, I missed it.
Watch what he does.
It was worth it. Whatever it was, it was worth it.
Absolutely worth it.
Unreal.
Touchdown.
That is
after the play, unsportsmanlike conduct.
He said some
Number
things
11.
that were inappropriate, like Brandon Graham did.
Being his daddy.
Yeah, I mean, God forbid. When you have 3 touchdowns in the first half, you're allowed to taunt. It is legal. You're allowed to taunt.
Oh, because he just went right off of him.
No, because he pointed at him on the floor.
He should have, too.
Boinch. Boinch.
That's what he's saying. And I think with the point he probably said bitch.
He's still getting yelled at.
He's getting reprimanded.
By the way.
It's worth it.
Do that shit.
It's worth it.
Do it, AJ, every time. That's fine with me. I mean, what a ball. That was a beautiful ball, too.
That's to all you suckers out there who was doubting my boy Jalen Hurts, especially Tom Kelly.
You're not getting out of the crosshairs, bud.
And John from Carl's Cards. John, you see that, John? Not you, but
no,
John,
I know.
John,
yeah,
John
that
from,
John.
John from Carl's Cards.
John probably spells his name Jon.
Yeah, probably because he kept he argued with me after the Minnesota game.
Oh boy! After that was
wait till I see you, John.
I
think I may make a special trip up there. Carl, I'm coming to see you. Break out the Cheetos and the Chex Mix.
Ooh, that's speaking of which. Thanks, Cap Barbecue.
Yeah, thanks, Cap.
You want somebody?
Sure.
I got my own special blend in the car. He gave me my own special bag already.
So
the tank blend.
That's the thing I can't stress enough either. If you come down to the Gatehouse, we'll let you try all sorts of shit. Like, we've had the soda. Kurt's been here a couple of times. He's been at the tailgates. He's been on a bus trip to D.C. We've seen a lot of Kurt.
Kurt's been amazing.
As soon as I saw him and John showed up with the soda, I was like, yo, Kurt, you got to try this, dude. I just handed him a soda. Calf barbecue with all these snacks. These are smoked goldfish and Cheez-Its with a special rub. It's this whole delicious thing. I would gladly give you some. So you come on down.
They are delicious.
And I gave Kurt a case for the way out, too. So that can happen. All that stuff.
Yes. So PhillySportsTrips.com is where you get the tailgate tickets. Again, that gets you a 3-hour all-you-can-eat, all-you-can-drink tailgate with free parking. All right? It's ridiculous to be 10 minutes from the stadium and get all of that.
It's crazy.
So that's what we do. phillysportstrips.com. You hang out with us for the game, post-game, phillysportstrips.com.
Snack time, Philly.
Yep, Snack Time Philly.
Snack time,
Coolest band
Philly.
that can
So
play your
good.
Delicious.
tailgate. Yeah.
So good.
The best band in Philadelphia, and that's not a joke.
Yes.
That is, they are so tight and so amazing.
That
Love
was-
Sam and all the guys out there.
That was sweet. Although the one guy said he's not Jason Kelsey, I don't think anybody mistook him for Jason. I'm just saying.
I called him that. That's,
you did?
that's my fault.
That had to be
I put
awkward.
in his head
He
that
didn't-
he was Jason Kelsey.
He didn't have any hair. What do you mean?
That's true. But it's all beard.
He meant Lane Johnson.
Yeah, there you go. All Lane Johnson. That's what
Yeah. When you see this young man,
know.
you'll know that one of us is slightly blind, and it's not me.
You also know that he's the tuba player. You look at him, you go, that's a tuba
That's the
player
tuba
right
player,
there.
yes.
That's definitely the guy.
And he plays it well too.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, Sam was saying he looks like Jason Kelsey.
Yeah.
No. He doesn't at all.
Oh, you're thinking of Jim, yeah.
You're thinking of Jim.
Yeah, I was. I was
Yes.
thinking of Jim.
It's totally
bad.
different.
My bad.
Jalen chilling on the bench.
See?
Yeah.
And look at this. Look who he's just talking to. I know it's not unusual
it's
to talk about
quarterback
quarterback coach,
coach.
but
Yeah.
like
You got to talk to him. See, this is where we come
talking to
on,
Shane.
special teams. Come on, get out now. Get out,
Oh,
man. Get
yeah.
out. Yeah,
Oh,
way to go.
yeah. Here we go.
Good. That could have spelled disaster, but it didn't.
It's going to. I mean, look at this. You got 6 minutes left. Eagles have 3 timeouts, 2-minute warning. You get the ball back at halftime.
Yep.
This could be a massacre in like
Oh, no, I wasn't-
7 game minutes.
I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about the kickoff return.
Yeah.
I
know. No, I know.
The game is going to be awful.
It's-
It's going to be awful for them.
It's about to be a disaster.
I told a bunch of people that it was going to be god awful.
We were talking before the game. I was like, Tank, we winning by 45 today?
It's like they're going to lose and it's going to be awful. You don't know that? Uh-huh.
oh, I love this. Here they
Oh,
come
yeah.
out on a first down run in ace formation. It's
Yeah,
my
they're
favorite.
trying to play action you. It's like
On a two-man
Yeah,
route.
on a two-man route.
And, of course.
Oh,
And the out of bounds,
man.
yes. It should be offensive pass interference. Yep.
Yeah, all right.
What are you doing? Your arms were out. Come on. What are you? You
I just pushed him 2 yards away
Yeah.
from me. No big deal.
So that's on George Pickens, who went
Yeah.
up and made a beautiful grab to jump up that high and get it. But
Yeah, but he pushed him.
Yeah, you can't do
His
that
arm
to get there.
extends.
Now
There
they're
are
chirping
rules.
back and forth.
Yeah, that's CJ chirping with him.
Oh, still in his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, George Pickens is going to drop a ball next.
Yeah, so they're
Yeah,
gonna.
see
Here's
what-
the full replay here, and there's Pickens
He's
on the
still-
outside
see
with
what-
Oh,
Brad.
my God. Yeah, he's
yeah.
step for step with him.
Yeah, he pushed him. He pushed him back.
Gave him a Jim Brown stiff arm,
Yeah.
and then jumped up for it.
He pushed. He's like, yeah, get off me, would you?
You cannot do that.
Nah, it's against the rules. They say.
So let's see here. Kenny Pickett, 1st and 20. He's built for this. 1st and 20 for Kenny Pickett.
Tank, here comes the stun.
So
No,
let's
they
see.
don't do it. They still
And
don't do
they
it.
do a reverse here where Kenny Pickett's
Kenny
a lead
Pickett's a lead
blocker. What
blocker.
are they doing? Oh, dear God. Okay, that was a disaster. They only get 7 yards on that.
almost
Yeah,
horse
7
collar
yards.
Yeah, they
What
didn't
is
throw
it?
a flag on that one.
No, that's not a horse collar.
I said almost.
Oh, almost. Okay,
Not
my
a
bad.
horse collar is like you pull them down from behind.
Yeah,
that
that's what you-
that was a clothesline.
right in the
See,
shoulder
look,
pads.
see, look.
Yeah, I'm like, what is this play?
I don't know. See,
Why
look.
are you designing that? Why are you calling that? I don't understand any of that.
Very Doug Peterson 2016.
Just a weird
Sent
one.
out Wentz on a lead block draw.
All right, so
option.
2nd and 10 now.
Yep.
And Pittsburgh right at the 35. They're 35, I should say. They will not get to the Eagles 35 because they suck. So here we go.
Go
Kenny,
get him. Oh,
plenty
nice.
of time. He's throwing it up again.
Nice.
Did this? Oh, he
It's
dropped it.
dropped. You called that.
He caught it, but he dropped
George
it.
Pickens drops it. You called that like 3
Did you
plays
ever?
ago.
They're going
Wow.
I told you, man. The next time it's just going to be a drop.
Nailed it.
He's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to show you this time. Oh, boo. Oh, wait. Did he knock that out right at the last second?
If they
You got to
can.
make. You have to make a
Wow.
football move.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, so 3rd and 10
Unreal.
there. I will say
I
this.
can't believe that happened.
This is the one thing I'm going to give Pickett. He's lobbing it up and letting his guys get it, and they're
Yeah.
doing it. So
Well, yeah, that's it. That is one good thing. They're building some continuity with the receivers.
Now Kenny Pickett's going to get killed on 3rd and 10.
So here we go. Yeah,
That's ISO
shotgun
shot.
again. He's
Go
got
get him.
sometimes
Oh,
trying to
go
come
get
up the
him.
gut here with the pressure. He's moving to his left
Get there,
towards the
CJ.
sticks, and he's
Nope.
hit short.
Short right there.
That's going to be short.
3rd yard.
Yep, short.
4th and
All
yard.
right.
yards.
4th and 1.
Nah, you got to kick that.
They're going to go. They're going to go for it.
No, you got to kick that in your own territory.
This is Mike Tomlin. Come on, he's kicking.
Staying
Mike
out there.
Tomlin's going to
Yeah.
kick.
He's staying out
I
there.
would think, but he should go for
Isn't
it.
he?
No, you
I
might
thought
go
I saw
for it.
Pickett on the field.
They should go for it. They're
staying
going
out
for
there.
it.
Staying out there. Nah.
Oh,
hell
my
no.
God.
Are they calling him off?
Damn right there.
I don't care what the analytics say. I want a punch.
Oh, they're calling a timeout.
Because he's hurting.
Unreal.
Kenny Pickett's hurting a little bit.
Fellas, this delicious Bell and the Birdman Cherry Crush soda is going through me like the wind, so I'm going to be right back.
All right. Well, you go do that. And in the meantime, I'm finishing Cherry Crush number 2 on the day. I'm going to be drinking so much soda. It's going to be great.
Is that your birthday gift? A bunch of soda?
Yeah, it was 144 cases of soda to me. Yes, so I'm gonna. My sugar's going through the roof,
Oh
Tank.
God, man!
I'm a little jacked up now. I don't know if you know.
Yeah, I'm all hopped up on Mountain Dew, Chip.
Yeah, exactly. That's my life now, and it's great. But look, dude, we're looking at this game right now. I mean, Eagles completely in control at this point. What do you think, Pittsburgh? I mean, 4th and 1 here. They need this play desperately to stay in it. What are you doing?
Me, I probably do. What is a quick pitch?
Quick pitch?
Yeah, quick pitch. I'll fake to the inside and pitch it to the guy on the outside. I think they look like they're going to do something stupid.
Yeah, they're shuffling around right now. Looks a little cutesy. Here we go. Kenny Pickett, 4th and 1 under center. They try to sneak it right up the gut, and they're going to get it.
They did the sneak, yo.
That's converted.
I am totally shocked that they went for it at that point in the field.
Yeah, me too.
Especially with Tomlin.
It's smart though. Like that's the thing.
No.
Right?
I'm saying you should do it, but
you could do it, but given what you just saw, what you just seen the opposing team offense do to your defense, yeah. What if you don't get it?
But I got to take that risk though. Like if I'm a bad team, I'm taking all the risks all the time. You know what I mean?
3-minute different with the time possession in the Steelers' favor, which is funny.
That is funny.
Yeah, that's the funny part is because we keep scoring.
Well, yeah, they can't get the ball down the field. The Eagles can complete a 20-yard ball, do it regularly. So here we go. Kenny Pickett in the shotgun again, looking for a run. Najee Harris underneath. And he breaks a couple of tackles. And, like, that's the thing when you're talking about, like, thumpers and whatnot.
Right.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I think he's been ailed a little bit by little nitpicking injuries and stuff. Now we got the big guy, Jordan Davis.
Oh, no.
Come on, what's wrong, big homie?
All right, and I got to see what was up with Milton Williams. Did we ever see an update on that?
No, I didn't see an update on Milton Williams.
Yeah, I'll check on that because he had left early. I haven't noticed him, so we'll see what's going on there. Defensive line depth, not great. Which is why, like, that's one of the nice things, too, with the Robert Quinn move. You spoil yourself. You need depth. Like, it's an early buy. To be fully healthy at this point is awesome. Like, hey, 7 weeks in, nobody's gone.
Yeah, not only that, you get a lot of guys coming back from injury, so that helps out. But the 2 injuries to the young guys, man. But we do got some other young guys, too, that's got to step up as well. So some people are going to get some extra snaps.
Yeah.
And they're probably going to kick Brandon Graham down in the inside a little bit more, too.
Well, that's what I would figure you're going to see some of that. Obviously, Milton's a guy that plays inside and outside when he's healthy, so you get flexibility there. I mean, are we going to see Robert Quinn inside at all? Is he going to be just outside linebacker, I'd figure, pretty much?
I don't know. I think he's more of a DM, but they may do some stunt. If they run in the stunt, I'm pretty sure you'll see him down in there running the stunt, because I've seen him rush over the guard before. It makes for a quick day for him.
I feel like he should do that.
Yeah,
like I remember when Michael Bennett was here.
Yeah, because he's a bit of an older guy, so older guys are a little bit more gritty. So you got the moves. Got the moves and beat up on the young guy.
So this is not good.
No, it's not.
Yeah, Jordan Davis on the shoulders of a couple of trainers walking off the field. He might have grabbed his knee earlier. We haven't seen a replay of what happened to cause the injury, so we'll see if they show a replay of it. But that is not good seeing a guy that size getting carried off the field.
Yeah, it sucks.
Milton Williams, after spending some time with the trainers, he grabbed his helmet, so he'll probably be back in the game soon.
Okay.
Cool.
So, yeah, John, you just missed this.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it. We don't know what happened, though, right?
No, not yet.
No, we didn't see a replay of it.
When you're not walking on your own power, though.
No.
Nah.
So hope it's okay, man.
2nd and 3 for Kenny Pickett. Easy throw to the outside. Chase Claypool wide open. First down. About 5 yards on that.
Yeah, 5 yards for a first down.
Just going to keep checking in on Twitter until we get an update on that.
All right.
People on Twitter offering their legs and knees for Jordan Davis.
Of course they are.
As per usual. I would do the same. Well,
wouldn't quite fit. You
know,
I
guess. It's a little too small.
Yeah, we'll have to sew them all together and then give them to Jordan.
Not gonna offer mine up. I need them to walk, and they're a little long in the tooth too. So,
so here we go. 1st and 10 Steelers at the Eagles 39. Handoff on the inside. Najee Harris,
Get him
nowhere to
down.
go.
Nothing doing.
Nowhere fast.
Absolutely nowhere to go. Now, thinking about the clock here, you got about 2:20 left in the first half, so it just hit 2:20. Eagles still have 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Plenty of time to go down the field if they can get a stop soon here.
I think they're going to try to bleed the clock and they're going to try to get in halftime and they're going to make us use our timeouts here pretty soon.
Yeah, if you're the Steelers, I mean, you want to keep this as slow and low as you possibly can.
Well, low is not the operative word right now because we've already given up 21 points.
Yeah, they got to triple cover A.J. Brown because they got nothing right now.
I don't think triple coverage is going to do anything for him.
And, yeah, I don't know. They need to tell him his car's getting towed or something like that.
Davis went straight to the medical tent. So.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Better than the locker room.
So here's at least some positive news while we wait for an update on Jordan Davis. A.J. Brown is the first player since route classification began in 2018 to have 3 receiving touchdowns on go routes in a single game. I know that's only like the last, 4 or 5 years there, but pretty impressive. So I'd like to know how many people have scored touchdowns on go routes before the first half.
You mean a 9 route?
Or now, yeah, I'm just going by NFL research's tweet.
They call them go route, so it's like, but it's a 9 route. It's on the route tree, it's a 9.
It's a 9 any way you slice it, right?
Yeah, any way you slice it.
There you go. Man, that really sucks about Jordan Davis.
Yeah, no. That's what it's got me all misty right now.
Yeah.
It's like pretty detrimental, actually. If it's anything like major and long term, which it should. I mean, I don't want to keep speculating, but it seems like it's not minor.
The one, well, they didn't take him inside, so it can't be. It's not. And I'm not gonna say it's not that bad, but it's not bad enough to where they had to rush inside for an X-ray right now.
Yeah. So that's a relief. But when you're thinking about the
but,
way he plays, go ahead, Tank.
But they could just be checking him out there, and it could be a tear.
Mm-hmm.
And you hope it's not that. Just based off how gingerly he was walking off, and it wasn't under his own power.
Yeah, and I, man, don't want to think the worst. I just keep refreshing, nothing doing for now. But
even for this game, though, right? Like, thinking about this game, the Steelers like to run the ball a lot. They're not really good at it. The Eagles aren't great in run defense either. And losing Jordan Davis really sucks for that. I mean, if you're talking about the Eagles' weak point, I feel like you run the ball at them and force you to make the tackles consistently.
Yeah, it's like, we've gone to some running back. I mean, not some running backs, but linebackers now that could help out, given what we used to have.
Certainly.
Was it Nate Gary and the Alex Singleton?
Oh boy,
man!
Deepest apologies.
Alex Singleton actually made 2 pretty big plays today. Speaking of which, for the Broncos,
the fact that you could count them.
Yep. Tells you everything you need to know.
Yep.
2nd and 10. Back with action.
And
go 3 wide there.
Nice. Come on.
Right in the middle to Heath Miller, the 5th.
Come on.
They're up to the frickin' 21, Vince
Yeah.
Quinn.
And they're not going to go away quietly.
No, it's a lot of quick passing. I mean, they know what they are, which is bad. So you're doing things that bad teams do. It's a lot of quick passes, short stuff, easy completions. They're trying to help out the rookie, and it's working.
I don't like that. I don't like the defensive concept that they just had.
Yeah, they're going. Well, they're rotating now. All right, so.
See, this feels like I would throw to the end zone. I would throw to Pickens in the end zone here. And let's see. Pickett's got some time. He's rolling to his left. Nowhere to go.
They're going to call holding down.
About 3 yards on that.
Yeah, but I felt like it should have been a holding call. The officials they just stand there and watch the other guy hold you.
Love when they do that.
I don't. I always yelling, what the fuck are you doing?
You see his arm on me? Extended.
It's like
Pickens in the end zone, which is exactly what they need to do, but just a terrible ball.
And Pickens is bitching way too much, and it's because he's getting stood up.
He was holding Bradbury back.
Yeah, like it's almost like throw a flag on him.
Hasn't been a flag in a couple of downs. It was a lot of flags early in this one.
Yeah, first quarter was full of laundry.
Yeah, full of laundry. Hey, look at that. Detroit is beating the crap out of Miami.
Wow. Interesting.
All right, Milton Williams back on the field. We've been talking about that a little bit. Here's Kenny Pickett, 3rd and 7. He's got plenty of time in the pocket. He's stepping up. He's getting hit on the shoulders, and he's down.
Down goes Frazier.
Yeah, a lot of bodies in on that. I think Fletcher got to him. Is that what who finished that?
Call timeout the Eagles. What are you still on the field for? It's 4th and 9.
Yeah, it looked like a couple of people got to him on it. There was an initial push that got him, it forced him to climb the pocket, and then they collapsed on him after he was moving up in the pocket. So
see, it's like the initial. Come on, you got to get that.
Everyone's just back.
No, they're driving the back, but my guy with over 70 to our right, he should have got the cross club inside.
So Milton Williams leading in there. He got a little bit on him. It looked like T.J. Edwards was around it. I'm not sure who made the tackle.
Fletcher Cox should have went with the slap and swim to the inside. He just kind of drove his guy back. Instead of that could have been him in there making that sack, creating a little backfield blue love in there.
So 4th and 9 here. About a minute left in this one, minute 3 to be exact.
Hey, his first career.
106. They updated it.
His first career field goal.
Yeah, this is a guy that nobody knows who he is. They just signed him yesterday in desperation.
No, he hit it.
Got it.
Yeah, got it.
Wasn't pretty though.
Nah, it wasn't.
Looked like a damn shank if you ask me.
The card came out for Jordan Davis, maybe a right foot injury.
Yeah.
Man, Achilles. To speculate.
No. Probably like a twisted ankle.
Yeah, cart is coming from everybody.
Yeah, if it's an ankle sprain, usually it's like 4 to 6. I feel like they qualify that.
It depends on the degree of ankle sprain it is. If it's one of those, if it's a high ankle sprain, you have 4 to 6 weeks, and then it's hopefully then.
For what it's worth, he's not in the back of the cart. He's in the front. I don't know if that makes a difference.
Oh, he's driving and doing wheelies.
That coming from Jimmy Kemsky, by the way. Sorry,
sitting in the front means that if he sits back in the back, he might flip it. I'm just saying, I know from experience. Don't sit back there. Wait, you're gonna flip? Son of a bitch.
Sorry. That's what I do. I mean, if it's working and you're finding somehow that drop in between the safety and the corner 3 times in the first half, it's probably going to work a 4th time.
Yeah, I would do like a mid-range play, something like 12, 15 yards down the field. You try to get some yardage, move it, and then you take the risk. I'd chuck it from there.
Just to see what happens.
Exactly, because if you can take 1 or 2 shot plays, get yourself in field goal range at the very least, like you should push for that. Minute plus is with this team is plenty of time. You know, you can complete a ball even 25 yards in the middle of the field, and if you had to run the guys up, they're all fast enough, even the linemen. So you got flexibility there, but you also have 2 timeouts, and this just comes down to coaching.
Great. Gotta love that.
Why, whatever do you mean?
See, and this is where, and you're right, I'm kind of rethinking it a little bit, like just give Jalen control of this, whatever happens here, over the next minute and 18, and just let him run whatever he wants to run. That's what I would like to see. And more than likely, I think he would like to run fast and go tempo. So, like,
excuse me.
He's always best when, like, I don't know. If you truly trust this guy, if Nick Sirianni's saying that, then he should be able to run a minute and 2 offense by himself.
So run back. No.
I'll take that, too, because that hasn't happened in years, and especially here. Also, very stupid stat of the day, Vince Quinn. Is Britton, well, let's see if Britton does anything.
Flag already.
Flag, so it doesn't matter.
It's not on us. It's
Most
on them.
impressive return of the
And
year.
he was down. He was down. Okay.
Oh.
He was long down. I don't even know what the hell he started running for.
The Steelers touchdown today is the first touchdown that the Steelers have scored on the Eagles since 1997. Can you believe that?
What?
Yeah, because there's like 7 and 8 year gaps in when they play. They haven't scored a touchdown since 1997.
Illegal formation.
Oh, in Philly. Oh, great. Illegal formation on them?
Yep, so we get 5 yards.
They really are stupid. God, look at that ball.
Wait, because what was it? Was 08 the year where they sacked Pittsburgh like 10 times?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that'll do it. That was a big
then,
part of it.
And then I remember the last time the Steelers played in Pittsburgh with Vic, and that didn't go so hot.
And
Eagles
then
lost that game.
And they lost to the Eagles Wentz's rookie year in 16 in Philly.
That's right.
Eagles went 3-0 after that game, and everyone was like, oh, my God, this is crazy.
Blew them out the water, too.
And remember, because Antonio Brown had the loudest softest 148 yards a game, yards that game. So, all right, 51 seconds here as
Completion on the first play. Dallas Goedert, sizable yardage, first down, 51 seconds. You're at your own 47, so you can take some risks now. You got plenty of opportunity here. So let's see what Jalen Hurts does. Plenty of time. Oh, pocket collapses. He just folded up there.
Folded like a chair.
Not great.
Got to call a timeout.
Timeout.
Here. It's like it's super fast, and then it's really chunky, and then like he's just slightly off where he's supposed to be.
Just a bit outside.
I don't understand it.
Me neither. He was doing so well at first.
For a guy that was a 6th-round pick, it was like, oh, maybe he'll be something. And he's just topped out as a he'll level 3. I think that's really where it is. He's a low level 3, maybe more of a 4.
I think he's a 3 is just like he's one of those guys that he'll make a play where you least expect it.
Oh man, good
So,
stick by
Jalen
Jordan.
Hurts. Oh man,
Devontae Smith
Sit
would.
down.
God.
He's got to sit down in there.
Second drop of the year.
Yeah, but he's got to sit down in there. It's been a couple of times where he quit rolling. They're running the zone. That's why you sit down. So you sit down. Right, watch this. Right, as soon as he turn around.
So
see, because you see the zone.
Yep.
Yeah, see, because you can't keep going.
He's got to.
Because if he keeps going, see the number 20 sitting right there, and it's a kill shot or a pick.
Looked like just a quick mental lapse there where it was supposed to be then.
Yeah.
All right, so 3rd and 15 here. Eagles still at about their own now 42. Jalen stretching up in the pocket. Oh, no, he's getting in the pocket. There
Where's
you go.
the face mask? They call it face mask.
Or was it?
It was on him. It should have been a face mask.
Oh, no,
he
kidding.
grabbed it.
All right. And that was, see what I mean?
This.
If you're not concerned about the coaching staff a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. So watch this.
Oh,
face
always a
mask
little
right
bit.
there.
Oh, yeah.
Face
Damn,
mask.
Tank, you're right.
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Make everything reviewable.
Yeah. Look at that. Face mask like
Jeez.
What the hell
where
is number
you at?
110 looking at? What is he looking at? You saw that? Right in front
That's
of his face.
unreal.
Come on, man. You got to get them old sons of onions out of here.
Tom gets that call. Derek Carr gets that call.
Those sons. Aaron Rodgers,
Man,
mushroom
you're
taking
like,
son of.
all of that, you're looking for the gut punch. You're up 21-10. You got all this momentum.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how about you do this? How about you call the game correctly? Do that. How about do your damn job?
Yeah, please and thank you.
Yeah, missed opportunity there big time.
Yeah. Missed opportunity for the official as well.
Yeah.
Bad officiating. Like
What else is new?
Like they need a reigning endorsement for being god awful.
Tank, you gonna hang out for the second half? You chilling out elsewhere?
I'm going home.
All right, good.
All right.
I was at the Fan Fest yesterday, and probably stayed a little longer than I should have.
You had a good time.
Exactly. I had a tremendous time. So I've been out here since early this morning. Last night's Phillies game was a little rough for me.
That's why they made you stay up late.
Yeah, but I'm glad.
That'll be in a few photos.
He was crying.
By the way, just a related stat. Najee Harris, 0 rushing yards today on the total. 0.
Doing a great job.
He's doing a great job, but tells us his first down when it's really 2nd and 8.
Nailed it. So here we go. On actual 2nd and 8.
Whoa, baby. Get
There
in there.
we go.
Give it
Get
to
in
him.
there.
Javon Hargrave comes around the edge. And the great kick in the air. I love that they do that.
That's
Against my old squad.
one of 3 he'll have today, I'm sure. Oh, yeah.
Against his old squad.
Should have kept me.
Yep. Should have paid me, mother.
I think he still might end up there in the offseason. Who knows?
No, I think he's going to sign here again.
Good. That makes me happy.
Because you got to let go. Fletcher's probably going to be the odd man out. So you got to you keep the odd man out. So you got to you keep the young guy, keep the young nucleus together. Yeah. So that number 95 and I refuse to butcher his name. Number 95, I refuse.
Yeah, I think it's Tuapalatu.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Marlon Tuapalatu.
Vince can take care of both of us.
I'm gonna say Marlon.
Yeah.
Marlon. I like Marlon and Milton and him and Big Jordan. All those guys together, they'll be our interior for the next little bit. So.
Absolutely, and try and get some updates on Jordan Davis to see what exactly it is there. I'm sure there'll be announcements in the third quarter.
If I find out something, I'll let you know. I'm gonna go make a couple of calls.
Tank, thanks as always, bud.
Check my boy.
Yeah, Tank, appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you guys. You guys enjoy the rest later, Tyler.
Hollis Thomas, everybody.
All right.
Thank you so much for joining, man. And I don't know, first half impressions here, buddy. I think this is just pretty much how we thought it would go. Stay in the course with the offense. The playmakers are doing their thing. A.J. Brown is still Terrell Owens. God, he might be better. I don't know. He might end up being better.
He's got better hands, and people don't admit it, but
you're probably right.
He's got better hands.
Doesn't mean he's a better player yet, but he definitely has better hands. Just unbelievable. I can't believe. Let's start there. I can't believe that A.J. Brown's a Philadelphia Eagle still. It's just so easy to score touchdowns with him. Like what you've been preaching, although, I give you a hard time. You have come around on this. Jalen doesn't have to be perfect, and that's like what this relationship has created, although all 3 touchdown passes were perfect. Like the drop in the bucket thing they have down beautifully, and that I think is something you're going to be able to do against any secondary, because the Steelers, for who they are, the defense is still pretty good. Like the secondary is really nasty, as Tank was pointing out. So to make it look this easy, and I know the NFL's kind of having a down year. Everyone tries to hype up the Steelers, no matter how bad the record is. Oh, the best 1-4 team, I think I heard coming in. I'm like,
God.
Jesus Christ, you're
That's
using
so
that.
desperate.
Even the Commanders aren't saying that. Christ. So I think this is just the one thing we want to see. It's been great. Now, Jordan Davis goes down. We're probably going to
middle of the 4th. Gardner Minshew's in, and let's do the post-game show.
Yes.
So, I would love to do that. And this is still trending to be that kind of game, as much as they're not playing all that great outside of a couple of plays to A.J. Brown. I mean, it's been really stop and start, but they can execute the big plays. Pittsburgh can't, and that's really the biggest difference. It's just it's execution, it's coaching, it's all those things. And that's what's so funny about it is, for all the gripes with Gannon, Steichen, all that kind of stuff, look at the coaching in Pittsburgh. Like, offensively, all the different penalties and things that have been holding that team back. They can't execute anything. I mean, the only touchdown they got was a jet sweep pass to the fullback. Like, you can't replicate that. You know what I mean? It's not a sustainable form of offense. So when you're seeing those kinds of things lead to the one touchdown that they've got, they just don't have it. They don't have the horses to be in this race. Now it's up on the Eagles to be able to go, okay, start of the second half, what are the adjustments that we're going to make to bury this team by the start of the fourth quarter, and that's what they need to do.
And, I get the sense that, guys that have been doing this for a while, we're seeing it with Bill Belichick right now. Tank even kind of pointed it out. He's not doing great without Tom Brady. Tom Brady's not doing great without him. Tomlin hasn't, it's only 1 year, but Tomlin's not doing great without Roethlisberger, and everybody kind of expected this crash anyway, but, it just feels like Tomlin is checked out, because most of the time you're at least have a disciplined Steelers team. They're trying to do now. Yeah, man, for this season, I would be. Why wouldn't you be making it? This is on, I'm just stressing, it's not on the offensive coordinator, and it's way not on anybody else other than Mike Tomlin and then their ownership. This is on them. This isn't on anybody else.
I thought they got for the Miami game really well. Yeah, they almost won it.
I guess it's Miami. It's owned. Sure, And was that Mitch Trubisky, quarterback, by the way?
No, that was
Kenny.
Yeah, that was last week.
Yeah,
right. Last week.
All right. Well,
he had a couple brutal interceptions, but they kept up the whole game.
All right.
Yeah.
Then I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, today's not a good example of
that.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And it's probably just, talent over everything here. I'm just saying, we've been saying Brian Dable has nothing, and that looks better coached than this. So, and that's a rookie head coach. I'm just saying the juice might not be there for Tomlin this year. He's kind of going through the motions more or less because he knows.
Well, yeah, because they're a defensive team, and that's where the expertise is. I mean, it's him and Brian Flores on that staff. The defense is playing well, considering their best player isn't even on the team right now.
You can tell. It's that side of the ball's been great.
Yeah, they're really effective. And look, they're in all these terrible positions. You're on the field a lot. You're not in good field position. So it's just you're naturally going to give up points. It's just you try to limit it as best you can because you don't have an offense to help you.
Now I know why they showed out against Miami.
Turn on the juice, essentially.
Yeah,
I think that has to happen in football, right? It has to.
Oh, it definitely happens because you know what your windows are realistically and what you're playing to do, right? I mean, Mitch Trubisky was a captain of this team. He was a captain to start the season. They benched him by week 4. So, I mean, they shouldn't have done it, but whatever. It's just the idea of, it ultimately had to be about getting Kenny Pickett in there, trying to get some weapons around him. They do that. They draft George Pickens. and they're seeing what he can do. And right now, him and Pickens have something going. I mean, over the last couple of weeks, they've been able to really make it happen here and there as much as they can make anything happen. So for them to establish that, you do what you can with your defense. You hope to win a couple of games to be respectable and sell tickets and all that and convince some free agents to come. But other than that, I mean, you're just treading water for a year because you have no reason to be competitive right now.
Yeah, and, you know, Baltimore's there. I mean, the North's weird. The North is still weird. Outside of the Ravens, and they're kind of struggling, even though that they're kind of doing well at the same time.
Yeah, they're figuring it out. Like, they're good enough to not blow it. And now they're what? They're like 5-3. So they've played competitive in all the games they've lost anyway, I feel like. So they've played pretty well, but they're not, like, elite.
All they do is blow it. Like, they have amazing first halves. They can't finish games. They could be undefeated at this point if they actually finished out second halves.
So they got to get their shit together. Yeah, it's just like it's all there, and they've got enough coaching consistency. New D coordinator, so like, all right, that shakes it up a little bit, I guess. But
just some other news and notes while I'm kind of waiting to give us an update on Jordan Davis, if there is one. Robert Quinn, 6 snaps in the first half. Brandon Graham, who I didn't realize, was had limited, so 6 and 11 snaps for Brandon Graham and Robert Quinn, and I think that's pretty much how that's going to go. Almost, almost a 1-to-1, a 1.5-to-1, or whatever between those guys. Wouldn't be surprised me if they matched on snaps later on. But my first impression of Robert Quinn, holy shit, that bend did not go anywhere. The film guys were right on this one. On the first chance that he had, they're running that stunt that Tank was talking about, and he is pulling, man. I mean, it felt like he was on ice skates. He didn't quite get there, but, you can tell how much misusage was going on with the Bears and how the switch over from their defense. Like, I am really excited that Robert Quinn is on this team just with those 6 snaps being here. I didn't know if you had any first impressions.
Well, yeah, I mean, you haven't seen a whole lot of him, but, I know what he's going to bring to the table, and it's some of the things we've seen in small moments with this team in general. I mean, there was a couple of plays where you see those stunts, the ISO stunt that Tank was talking about a lot, and you got guys screaming down the middle of...
For both of you.
Sure.
As there has been a couple of rumors right before pregame show. Brandon Cooks on the market. Your thoughts as wide receiver?
Can you imagine OBJ at the end of the season as a Philadelphia Eagle playing the Giants in a meaningful game?
Because they're one of the best teams in the league. Yeah, I can.
Right? Like, that would be awesome.
Which is weird to say still, that they're
I know,
by far one of the best teams in the league.
This whole thing's so ridiculous this year that we're talking about the Giants like that, but whatever.
That's the cherry on top is you get OBJ.
Yeah. So if they can do that, they can get OBJ. I'd be in for that. If the deal's good enough and they want to keep Brandon Cooks for a couple of years, I guess. I mean, I'm not going to say no to Brandon Cooks.
He's the Super Bowl luck charm.
That's right. That's right. He knows, dude.
Yeah.
The Brandon Cooks hot streak. I mean, for that guy too, it's funny. He's playing on like every team in the league. It feels like. I mean, he's been on what, like 4 or 5 teams.
Yeah, it feels like it.
For a guy as talented as he's been, like it was so bad with Brandon Cooks a couple of weeks at the beginning of last offseason, maybe. There was a report Brandon Cooks said, like, if I get traded one more time, I'm going to retire, is what he said. Because he's just so tired of moving all the time.
Especially for receivers in the NFL. Like, you usually stick with maybe 2-3 teams, not almost 5+.
I know, and when you're putting up 1,000 yards everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, what's wrong with him? That's what I mean. He's very productive. He's always great. He always gets traded.
He's probably, like, just good enough that you need to trade him.
Or he just says some crazy shit in the locker room, and we just don't know about it. Like, I can't wait for the demons to come out. I don't know. Like, one of those guys.
Yeah.
You don't hear anything, like, about Brandon Cooks. Like, nothing bad, nothing good.
No, I have no
just
idea.
Like, it's just kind of neutral, and he's, like, always productive. It's weird.
It is weird.
I can't wait till he starts his podcast and we learn about, like, his time of all that. Because, it's, from all the concussions to getting slammed by Malcolm Jenkins to, like, thinking you're going to be – wasn't he a Ram for a long time? Like, wasn't he part of the golf Ram stuff? Like, he is the almost. It's crazy. Like, every time – in fact, because of that, I've just talked myself out of even considering it. Something goes wrong when Brandon Cooks is on this team, so no thanks.
So you're Team OBJ now?
I didn't say that.
You didn't say you're not.
If Howie Roseman came to me and be like, hey, John, thinking about going that or that, then, yeah, I'll take OBJ.
Okay.
But only in that context.
Yeah, well, that works for me. I'll take it.
Boy,
OBJ, baby. Yeah, I mean, look, we're a couple days away from the deadline. So we only got, like 2 days left? It's Tuesday afternoon, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
All right, so that's
4
going to be
o'clock.
exciting.
And we'll probably be live like at 3 p.m. that day, hopefully, maybe. If we can
NFL
try to do
slop.
that. And a lot of NFL slop.
That's right, NFL slop time, baby.
We're going to have to get our friend Trill Bro Dude, maybe, because, he invented the slop. And
It's on brand, yeah.
so.
Born in the slop.
Born with it, raised with it.
Why the Raiders are so dreadful as they're getting shut out.
Mainly Josh McDaniels, I would have to say. Like,
Okay.
How do you go from John Gruden's emails to that? Who the guy in the interim was like, great. Everybody loves him.
Everybody was in.
Yeah.
Everybody was in.
Unless he's got dirty emails too, and we just don't know about it.
Yeah,
But like,
Rich Bisaccia
yeah, Rich was like loved by everybody.
did
So-
well. And look at some of the base talent on that team. Josh Jacobs, one of the better running backs in the NFL. Derek Carr, solid quarterback. Devontae Adams, one of the 3 best receivers in the league, maybe the best. Darren Waller, one of the top 5 tight ends in the league.
Who I believe got injured today too. On top of that,
You can't have talent like that and lose games the way that they do.
The epitome of their season was that fourth quarter against the Cardinals.
Oh,
where
yes.
they had 2 touchdowns
Yes.
back to back and lost when they were up 2 touchdowns.
almost forgot about
Yeah.
that game.
Completely
Things went too
terrible.
fast.
Or no, that was overtime. Yeah, they
It was
scored
overtime. Yep.
to make it overtime, and then they had no chance in overtime.
Unbelievable. I don't get it. We do get it. Look at the owner's haircut. We should have probably just stopped it right there.
Yeah, he's not a man with good taste.
It's a Vegas team now. It's like going to see, Penn and Teller. That's why. It's a ticket. It's not like we care about football. We're the Raiders. That shit sailed way long ago.
It's Carr and Adams, a buddy comedy.
Britton Covey, by the way, a decent return to the 25. 1st and 10 for your Philadelphia Eagles as Jalen Hurts in the gun. Looks to his right, throws a nice touch pass. And you know who, A.J. Brown, except this time they don't connect.
That was almost the same pass as the touchdown
Yeah,
passes.
they're just going to keep doing it.
And that is the funny thing. The 3rd touchdown pass, it felt like a replay.
Yeah, it's like,
Right?
it's like, haven't we seen this before?
It felt so much like the second that I thought it was a
he
replay for a
stumbled.
split second.
He probably would have had it, but A.J. Brown stumbled a little bit. Little handsy there.
Right on target, though.
That's beautiful. A.J. Brown now out along with Hank Baskett, so they're freaking going to run this in pistol. They don't know it's coming. Oh, wait, A.J. just snapped back out there because he didn't realize what was going on. From sideline to there, goes from pistol to side pony, and yeah, it's Sanders with a big
Wow.
rip. How about to the 40 to the 45?
I was going to mention, I feel like there's no rushing.
Yeah, there hasn't
At
been.
all.
Hasn't been.
They
Now's
haven't
the time
really
to do
tried.
it. Be nice to just keep this gas on, not only for the Eagles, but my fantasy team, because admittedly I did trade for Miles Sanders.
That's why we're here.
You're such a fraud.
I am
such a
totally a fraud. It is, you nailed it. 1st and 10. Empty set for Jalen Hurts. A little bit of motion from right to left. Make that orbital motion. I believe that's Quez Watkins doing so. A little bit of time out to the right-hand side. It is Devontae Smith with hands and a 1st down and a Spinderella to end it. As they don't know what to do. That's what's happening here. They have no idea what to do.
Well, who doesn't?
The Steelers defense.
Okay, points. I guess I'll shut up. But it's weird.
You
that
needed
they,
to warm Hurts'
it's
arm
weird that
up.
it wasn't part of the drives. Like it's just,
Does
especially
Vince
when he
Quinn
was
not
like,
understand modern day football? Throw to score points and get ahead. Run the ball to freaking, knock them down, which
you-
they're going to
you
do
have
right
to
here. They're
run
going to
to
do it
set up
again. Here comes the
passing.
freaking RPO right up the middle to Miles Sanders.
all the gaps in the world.
10 yards, and they're going to keep doing this. This is how football works. Barney, Vince Quinn, good Lord.
I'm not. Don't put me in a Buddy
Oh,
Ryan corner just
I'm
because
putting
I'm
you in
wearing
one.
Kelly Green.
Don't you
Okay.
forget about
Do not put me in a Buddy Ryan corner. I will not accept that. That is not who I am. That is not what I preach.
It's a Ray
All I'm
Rhodes
saying is, when you
Kelly.
can run
There
the
you go.
ball like this for 12 yards at a time, maybe you should call it a little bit more. That's all. Is that criminal? Maybe I'm a criminal.
You
But
got to get him
12
scared
yards at a time.
of all the wide receivers, and it would have looked better if, Devontae didn't slip and drop.
He's got 31 yards on 2 carries this half.
1st and 10, 3 wide receivers, 2 out to the left-hand side, looks for a slip screen, says no thank you, throws down
Whoa,
to Zach Pascal for a touchdown, Eagles! Unbelievable. Yes, dance your heart out as Quez Watkins, I believe, is now tied with Zach Pascal for touchdowns this year? Question mark? I don't
each
even
have one?
I believe so. Telling you, Zach Pascal, in the end, is going to be right. Everybody was yelling at him. It was just like this blocking wide receiver. And, he was wide open. Let's just say he was wide open. And That's what I'm saying. Steelers defense has no idea what to do right now. Excellent drive from the coaching staff and everybody. There you go. I'm back off of, Cloud 7. I'll be up to Cloud 9.
Team Steichen over here.
Joe Brady. See, I'm starting to get like you with Marlon Mack and Joe Brady.
See, yeah, I got to find my next Marlon because he got no carries today.
The kick is up, and it is good. Okay, 28-10. Did we have any score predictions? We just said a lot to a little, didn't we? I don't think we've even yelled anything out.
I was thinking in the ballpark of like 31-10. I was like, that was where I was before the game.
Oh, we're there, buddy. We're about to see the Robert Quinn show.
Yeah.
Your cousin. That's great.
That's right. I was saying even, and again, I said it to Tank before. I was like, we're winning by 45 today. Like, it's, and on some level, I could see it. Like, this could be a massive, massive, really ugly blowout, especially if they start passing the ball all the time here because they have to catch up. They can't do it.
No update with Jordan Davis, by the way. Just going through that, I can't believe that Zach Pascal scored a touchdown. That was awesome. That was awesome.
Pretty great. And for what it's worth with the Jordan Davis stuff, if you see updates out there as you're checking, as you're watching it on YouTube, you see anything on Twitter, please let us know. I know, Taylor's always keeping an eye on the chat and hanging out with you there. So we appreciate you, and just give us the heads up.
4 touchdowns for Jalen Hurts today.
It's ridiculous, dude.
3 for A.J. Brown.
It's ridiculous.
Crazy.
Just crushing people right now.
See, this is what I mean. This is what we talked about yesterday. And let's expand on it just a touch.
Sure.
The Eagles for 2 days straight. We're going to roll right into Houston. Hopefully, I hope it's over by then, right? Because then, like, Thursday really doesn't matter. Anything could happen, and everybody's happy.
Yeah. Oh, then everyone's in a hungover state.
Then we get the Phillies parades. That all gets set up. So you're getting that. It's Vince Quinn elegantly called it. That's not a word. But you know what I'm trying to say.
Is a word.
I just screwed it up. The long cigarette, as you said. It's going to take a while for that Phillies high to come down, right? So, like, the pressure's off the Eagles for a long time, and I'm only bringing this up because now, dude, no one wants to say this out loud, but they're going 17-0, man. They are going to run the table, and no one's going to pay attention for 3 weeks, and that's great. Like, hey, you might get their best shot. Like, the Texans, it's going to be real close. There is no one on their schedule that is going to beat this team. If it's like this, if you're flicking off the Steelers like it's nothing and everybody else, like, they're getting ramped up. They're just getting started. Why aren't we talking about this? We don't want to jinx it? They're running the table.
Well, because we know, and it's just an inevitability. It feels like an inevitability, and it's like, oh, we're just going to be talking about this for 15 weeks, huh? Like, this is, that's just kind of the feeling.
Basically. So,
yeah.
And that's why I think they can run the table thanks to the Phillies being in the World Series.
Yeah, no, it's definitely going to help. All that energy of people coming out of the Eagles a little bit, all in on the Phillies, celebrating that, going, oh, man, we don't have to win anything for the next 10 years. And then 2 years from now being like, I can't believe Nick Sirianni fucking called that play on 4th and 1. How could he? Like, all that stuff's going to happen again. But for now, people are going to be in that state.
Look, a lot of counseling from one Nick Sirianni to Shane Steichen. Oh, they are yelling.
They are
boy.
Not happy.
Listen, man, I'm on to something here. They are not happy.
For a team that's up 28-10, they are not happy.
1st and 10, out to Heath Miller VI, also known as, who is that? It's the guy's name. I refuse to learn his last name.
It ain't worth it.
Yeah, 2 more years and more touchdowns. What do you got, T? Anything?
Would you say Gannon and Steichen are two of the least looking football guys as coordinators?
Oh, 100%. Especially Gannon.
Yeah.
Actually, I think Shane might win that 2nd and 2 Steelers, and it is
almost picked.
Thrown at TJ Edwards almost. Unreal. Man, Kenny Pickett sucks. I'm really sorry, Steelers fans. You got a long road ahead of you.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
I don't think they're ready for this. They're not ready for like a 3 or 4 year decline where they end up having to fire Tomlin on another retirement tour. Oh, brutal. 3rd and 2. Here comes Kenny Pickett on play action, looking to his left. He does go deep, and he is covered, tripped, yelling for flags.
Johnson tried to throw him down, and it's like tripped. Oh, well, actually, Bradbury. Okay, never mind.
They're holding hands.
He got away with murder.
Yeah, Bradbury's good at that.
That's why Bradbury's elite, though. He got away with it, and I thought it was on Deontay. So that's craftsmanship.
He's been watching the EPL. That was brilliant. That was a good flop. He tripped. Oh, fake punt, 4th and 2. Should have seen it coming. Very Tomlin-esque. They get it. 1st down for the Steelers.
Wow.
They are stoked about 1st down.
Yeah, they are jacked.
See, that's all they got, though. It's these weird, gimmicky trick plays. They get a couple of yards here and there. That's all they can do.
Nakobe Dean asleep at the wheel, FYI.
Whoops.
Don't know if he was ready for it or not.
Doesn't look
Nobody
like
was. I'm not blaming him. Calm down.
We should cut Nakobe Dean.
Yeah.
Wow, we got to trade him for Roquan Smith, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Jordan Davis ruled out.
Yes. Oh, is it official for
Okay.
what it was?
Yes.
We got an ankle. They say high ankle. Phrasing.
I didn't see that specific, but
All right. I'll
no
keep looking.
surprise that he's not coming back.
All right, Kenny Pickett.
Ankle injury, they do say officially. So the possibility of an Achilles is on the table. I'm just saying that if it's bad. Hope it's not the case. Offensive holding on the Steelers after it looks like some positive yardage on Okafor.
Yeah,
Not Okafor, which is a different situation.
about 4 yards, dumped it off to the tight end. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. And completely just decided to tackle Josh Sweat, which you can't do.
So here we go. Penalties and yards. Yeah, look at this. 9 penalties. 9 penalties this early in the game. There's 10 minutes left in the third.
Tomlin is screaming into his mic as you say that, too. 1st and 20. Kenny Pickett, plenty of time, looks to the middle of the field. It's a catch from Claypool, who, man, Mark Bavaros his way for another frickin' 22 yards. And says some words accordingly as well. 1st down for the Steelers. Okay.
Yeah.
Not great.
I mean, it's fine. Ultimately, like, you want to see more from the defense and the way they're going after this. They should crush this team, so it's disappointing if they don't. But ultimately, is this going to cost them the game? There's no way.
Empty set. Pickett, quick throw, out 5 yards. Yeah, man. The fake punt always, throws defensive coaches off immediately if you convert it. Like, you're like, oh, no. I thought we were going to go talk to my guys, and now we got to go run back out there.
Yeah. Because, like,
it's the worst thing.
The annoying thing with this is, they talk about, like, death with 1,000 paper cuts. This isn't paper cuts. This is just a bunch of little splinters. They're annoying. They hurt. They will not kill you. It's just there's no blood leaving the body. Look at this. 15 of 23 for 132 yards.
Unreal.
Jalen has 17 for 235 and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, 4 of his completions have been touchdowns.
Like, come on, man.
3rd and 3, check that. There's a bunch formation down to the right-hand side. 3 wide receivers. Najee Harris to Pickett's left. He takes the pass, still looking, dumps it off to Harris. It's going to be a 3-on-1.
Oh, he danced too long.
Not going to get there. If he would have just made a decision, it would have been a 1st down.
I would be down with that 2-shot every time the Steelers are playing offense. Just Jalen sitting on the sideline.
He's just chilling
hanging out.
Yeah.
Pickett's running for his life.
Yeah, vibing by himself.
Wow.
Man, just
look
that
at
was
this.
Terrible.
He just
dancing.
wouldn't commit. He's been listening to Dancing on My Own too much. It's just what it is.
And here they go.
We all
Steelers
have.
think they got balls to steal. 4th and 2. Offense stays out. The crowd is wild, except for that the 2 random Steelers fans that I'm seeing in the crowd shot. Kenny Pickett in the shotgun. Najee to his left, ticking down 4-3, and Kenny Pickett looking. Throw same exact play. They probably just yelled and said, Najee runs straight this time. 1st down. Good God.
It's just
Very
so
Jonathan
annoying.
Gannon.
It is. See, this is the 85% completion percentage
Yep.
from bad quarterbacks all last season. Like, this is what that looks like. It's the same thing over again.
Yeah, impressively enough, too, that I would say Jordan Davis not being there is starting to affect the defense so far. Another completion here to Chase Claypool. Has about 6 yards on that and a lot of whistles.
Man.
It feels like Vince Quinn's getting. Is that Vince Quinn's getting nervous?
I'm just so annoyed. This whole thing is annoying. This is bad football. It's such desperate, sad sack, miserable football. I mean, it's like, I got a jar at home, so I'll come home sometimes. In the few instances where I have cash these days, you get change. I got quarters in my wallet and dimes, and I have a change jar. They're a change jar. It's 5 or 6 yards every time. Like, nickels and pennies are not valuable.
Here comes
give me $1.
Nickel and penny off to the left-hand side, and actually throwing a dime because it was almost 10. There you go.
That looked pretty good, actually.
So the run game looking good, as you said, Vince Quinn. That's like Jordan Davis isn't in there. You're going to start seeing this shit.
Yeah, this is how you beat the Eagles if you're going to do it.
Yep.
I mean, you just run the ball because for them, tackling comes and goes. The run fits, all that kind of stuff. We've talked about Tank with Tank on previous broadcasts. They got a lot of work to do there. They just don't have it figured out.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's something we should talk about is less pass rushing and more of a run-stuffing defensive tackle to rotate in with these guys.
And here is Kenny Pickett, 1st and 10, plenty of time, except he's throwing to absolutely nobody as there's obvious miscommunication between him and the wide receiver. Man, that
Probably
was,
Claypool, right?
it wasn't Claypool, actually, this time.
Oh.
What in the world is that route?
Wolf.
That was like somebody hit the circle button one too many times and fucked up.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Carl?
For what it's worth, miscommunication between me and my dad as he was leaving there. I think he was waving. I thought he was going for a high five. It's a very awkward exchange. I just kind of touched his hand.
Ooh,
it was just
maybe there'll be an awkward exchange here on 2nd and 10, Vince Quinn. I think maybe some good omen. Nope.
Get a fumble
Back
here.
to pass. It's Harris. Caught. 4 or 5, make it 6 yards. 3rd and 4 coming up.
What was it? 34 years? 33?
What? 33.
33 years, and you still haven't nailed that down with your dad yet?
No, we haven't got it.
Suspect, Vince Quinn.
For what
Very
it's worth,
suspect.
He's not a man of rhythm. Okay, he's never been a good dancer.
Now that makes sense.
It's not
If
his
you've
thing.
seen Vince
Let's
Quinn
lay it
dance.
on his dad. Oh,
Yeah.
It's all on his dad. Yeah.
Oh, I'm awkward. That's my problem. I have rhythm, but I'm awkward. He is no rhythm.
3rd and 4. Steelers can get a first down if they get, well, you know that. I just said 3rd and 4. If they get 4 yards, they'll still be in the red zone, and that's not great. Play clock down to 1. Kenny Pickett looking, throwing to his left, and just this wide receiving core with Kenny Pickett has no bleeping rhythm whatsoever. It is embarrassing to see.
All right, and they need to go for this because they suck, and it's a miracle for them to do
gonna
this
take the
kind of
field
thing
goal.
again and again and
They're
again.
absolutely taking the field.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
that's
no
a
doubt about it.
loser mentality, and they should go for 7.
Yeah, right. But they that's their offense, though.
Wow.
Yeah, here comes.
All right, playing losing football.
And
this
guess
is
what?
good.
Guess what, fellas?
I'm good.
He's going to miss this kick.
Nick
Someone's
Skiba.
going to tip this kick, or it's going to go Shanksville McGee. That's what I just got a feeling.
Yeah, nobody knows who this guy is. Like, it's just prone to have mistakes like
Are
that.
you kidding me? It's Nick Skiba. Excuse me,
Skiba.
Skiba. All right,
Yeah.
he made it. But it looked like crap when he did. So
Wow, so all they need to do is have, 2 more 8-minute drives. Like, okay.
Perfect.
You're on track.
I
Great.
love the strategy,
Good luck.
Tomlin.
Good
See?
luck to you.
Dial it in. He knows.
Jordan in the chat, if they are 15-0 and clinch everything, do we really care about 17-0 at that
Yes,
point?
we absolutely do. Yes, we absolutely do. Because the 72 Dolphins get praised for being it was the dumbest team of all time. Like 3.9 yards per carry. Are you kidding me? That was football back then. That's what won a Super Bowl back then. The Faneca and all those dudes or whoever it was. Like it wasn't Faneca. I'm watching the Steelers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to talk
Don't
about.
put that on Adam Faneca.
Sorry. Zonka. That's what I'm trying to say.
Larry
Like Larry
Zonka.
Zonka and all that.
Zonka,
like I'm
yeah.
so tired. It was 1972. I want a modern football team to have it. And it would be awesome because Tom Brady is at his worst right now and tried to achieve that and couldn't. And it would be great to just rub it in his face and say, like, you shouldn't have come back. Like,
Okay,
yes, you
I'm
go
all
for
in for that
17 and
reason
0.
alone. Shoving it
Jordan,
in Tom
come
Brady's
on, man.
face.
You're the one convincing me of Miles Sanders. Let me convince you of this. That's all.
Sounds good to me.
It is Jordan Weaver, right? I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I would figure that's Jordan.
I mean, it could be the 16 Warriors that went 17 or 73-9,
And then lost to
and then lost to the Cavs in the finals.
that's right. Yeah, but you're not. Well, you kind of are, like I guess, facing LeBron James on the other side, aren't you?
Josh Allen's pretty special.
I mean, what is it going to do? Is it one way? If you're going for it, I leave it into the hands of the team. How about that? If they want to go for it, go for it. The coaches shouldn't have a say,
no, the coaches should
and
have
the GM
a say.
shouldn't have a say. I should say the GM and owner should not have a say in it, even though they're going to.
GM and
That's how
owner
I
should
feel.
not have a say. Yeah, I
They're
think the
going to,
players,
but-
the players and the coaching staff should have a say.
Yes,
They're
but
the
I would keep it. I
day-to-day
would keep it there.
operation.
What do you want to do, guys? I would go for it though.
Yeah, I would think they would want to go for it. They
Yeah,
seem
man.
like that kind
Dude.
of group.
Well, you finish out with Saints at home and Giants at home.
Yeah, I think you almost have to try. Because, okay, let's just imagine here. The long cigarette, the Phillies, the divisional round, they have gone and
And
done
the
it.
Union.
And the Union.
And the Union.
Play tonight, 8 p.m. Shouts. Go fuck yourself, NYCFC. If it's divisional round and they're 17-0 and the first game is to, like, I can't tell you how loud that crowd's going to be. Forget the NFC Championship game. That crowd will want, like, flamethrowers. And Jeffrey Lurie, Julian, actually, allow that. Would you?
Flamethrowers in the stadium.
Divisional round. That's all I asked for.
It's a small ask.
All right, NFC Championship game. Fine.
And, bags over 4 inches for the women. let them bring in their purses.
Yes, please and thank you. Kickoff after a cowardly field goal. Coming back to the Eagles, and they kick it out of bounds. Are you serious?
Wow.
Birds starting at the 35.
Skiba, baby.
Well, yeah, that's Skiba time.
Skiba.
So you said you would miss the kick. You got it, kind of.
Missed one kick.
So let's start on the 40.
Oh, it's the 40 now. That's right, not the 35. Shame on me.
So that's good.
What a weird stat line. 25 passes, 4 touchdowns, under 300 yards. I love this team.
It's so ridiculous. Like, look at all that space.
Oh, more of that's coming for sure.
Yeah, they're going to run the ball.
They're playing one high.
Wow, yeah, that's just a total miscommunication on the corner.
Unreal.
So they have no idea what the match there. And here we go.
Ooh, we got Stacks on the right-hand side. It means the run's coming, and it is. Here's Miles Sanders, plaza head for 8. Please keep that recipe up now for about 3 more minutes.
Wow, you want to run the ball now. I got
You're
you.
up 28-13.
Yeah.
You not understand what I'm trying to say.
Keep throwing.
Ooh, history. Look at that.
Wow. So both first.
Wow.
So a quarterback having 25-plus yard touchdowns and then receiving A.J. Brown 3 25-plus yard touchdowns.
Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown breaking records, and it's not even week 9.
Making records.
Jalen Hurts, 2nd and 4, across the middle. A drop by A.J. Brown. He tries to kick the ball in frustration, and I don't blame him. You dum-dum. I love you, but that's a dum-dum.
Well, that was a T.O. play, too.
Yeah. Tomlin arguing that A.J. Brown is shoving him in the middle, just like everybody else. And you get that. You don't get that call if you're A.J. Brown. So, sorry, Mike.
Whoops.
Maybe teach your boy to be an all-star first.
That's right. Get good players, Mike Tomlin. How about that? On your draft talent, Mike.
Did I just see Jordan Mailata split out to the left-hand side as a wide receiver?
Oh,
I
God.
did. He's over there. So they're going, what is this formation? I love it. Kenny Pickett's next to him. All 3 great wide receivers to the right. Jordan Mailata in motion and running across the middle, and it's going to Jordan Mailata. No, it's
not. It's Dallas Goedert. You animal.
I thought that was 68 in motion. I swear to God. I was like, what is happening in front of my eyes right now? That would have been a lot cooler. I go, he's in a route?
Yeah,
Jordan Mailata.
Just a little bit of difference.
I hope Merrill did the same thing during that call. Jordan Mailata. Spread to the left. He's in motion. There goes it. Jordan Mailata with the guys.
So what I meant to say, it was a simple mesh cross where Dallas Goedert was wide open, and it was great, and they almost slapped hands in the middle. Jalen Hurts ducking and going out of the other side of where he's supposed to be. I believe that's a holding call coming, but A.J. Brown catches it anyway, almost for a first down. I can't believe I thought that was Jordan Mailata.
I think that's I love that. I think it's tripping on Mailata on this play, which you were tripping about Mailata,
yes,
and now
was.
Mailata is actually tripping on this play, I think.
Were your sodas half bourbon, half soda?
Well, that's what I'm going to find out as I crack the other one right here.
Yeah, this is a mixed cocktail that we actually got, so the liquor was free.
Well, it was a cool formation regardless. I like that setup.
Well, Goddard
3
should
big
be out
boys
wide.
to the right. Yep.
I mean, he should be out wide.
I want to
plenty.
see Jordan Mailata out split wide now. Sorry.
Well, I still want to
made
see
it
him
up
at
in my
running
head,
back.
and I-
I've been barking up that tree for 5 years now. Give him a carry.
See how excited I get for left tackles being in possible route motions? Love it. 1st and 15 after an illegal formation call. Goes to Sanders. And gets about 7. That's nice. Across midfield.
All right.
Promptly, the chat's asking to check John's drink. So we're all on
Still
the same
good.
page here.
Still good.
Yeah.
Let me smell it. Let me smell it. Let me smell it.
Might smell terrible because of my breath, though.
Smells like grain alcohol.
Yeah, it's moonshine.
Yep.
Yep.
What we meant to say is this is Bell and the Birdman Cherry Crush Moonshine.
Someday.
Thanks, everybody.
Someday.
I
can't
didn't sleep.
believe we have a soda.
It's 2nd and 9, and neither can I. As pistol formation here for the Birds. And it is play action. Jalen Hurts looking for that go route to the right-hand side.
That was almost it.
Wow.
Almost there. They want 5.
This is rude.
They want 5.
That's a rude throw. I love it. I mean, to be up so much, they see the matchup. They're like, yeah, we're going for this again. You better stop it. Like,
there's no such thing as up too much.
That's right.
Never.
There isn't.
Flag on the play, holding on Jason Kelsey, so they'll be back 10 yards as well. Just randomly saying that Zach Ertz scored a nice touchdown.
Ooh, Bears peeking back.
Uh-oh.
Go Bears.
All right, go Bears.
Go Bears.
All right.
All right. Oh, Tony Pollard scored then.
Why are you
Damn,
making me cheer
never
for
mind.
Tony Pollard?
That was okay. That was bad timing.
24-0 Saints over the Raiders. My God.
No.
My God.
Wow.
Oh, I think this was the first Dalton starting game.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You're right. Your guy. 2nd and
Backup
19.
extraordinaire.
They are getting to Jalen Hurts very fast and due. It's going to be a bad sack by everybody. 5 yards. 3rd and a mile coming up. Near a mile. 3rd and 26, 24.
Yeah, there was nothing happening. We've seen that a couple of plays this game where he's tried to get the ball to somebody, and there is absolutely nobody. So he's either had to tuck it and run, throw it away, taking a couple of sacks. Like, there's been a couple of coverage sacks in this one.
And I actually think the Steelers are actually playing Hurts the best they can. Unfortunately, everybody's finding out he can throw a football. So, 3rd and 24. 3 out wide. I believe that's Kenny hanging out, and it's a cowardly draw to Sanders, my bad. To almost the 45.
Go
Did he end
for it.
up there? Yeah, I would say so too, T. That's 6 yards or less, I would say, yeah.
Yeah, at that case.
They are not. They're going to
All right.
punt.
They're gonna make
punt
Kenny
from here on 4th and 9. All right.
If you can punt it out, if you can do the coffin corner kind of thing, then
Oh, look. Travis.
Hey, Travis hanging out
future
on the
Eagle.
bye week. Is that his
Future
dad next to
Eagle,
him?
Travis Kelsey.
Yeah, come on out.
Future Eagle, Travis Kelsey.
You guys like a bucket hat?
Nah, it's a
I
tough
did in
play.
1999. That was the last time I wore one.
The new Radicals? That's what I...
Fuck yeah,
There
absolutely.
we go, the new Radicals.
just talked about them.
We did. I played it in the car. When me and John picked up the soda, I was playing new Radicals for him.
Yes!
Whoa!
Oh, he touched it. What an idiot. What an idiot. A Steelers player picks it up, and I think that's a safety. If that's a live ball, give it to him. Give it to him.
Come on.
They're
the
deciding.
Ref, the
they're
ref
talking.
had his hands like this, and then he didn't
What
do
an
it.
idiot. They're talking shit right now. They're like, you're an idiot. 89. Oh,
Come
wait.
on.
No. I'm my bad. If it's touched by the opposing player, you can do anything
They
with it.
kick
I
it to you.
forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot. That's a dumb NFL rule. But it was
Down
exciting.
at the one. Down
If
at the
they're
one.
Down at the one, though. We'll
That's
take it.
fun.
We'll take it.
Down at the one is fine.
All right.
Safety
All right.
coming.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Another name I'm not going to learn. Why do so many Steelers players have, like, Olovitsky and, like, there's 25 freaking non-vowel letters in all their players' names. I'll be over here.
They've yeah, the snort. Where did the snort come from?
The cherry soda.
Wow, cherry soda. I gotta drink more cherry soda. God damn, that's an experience.
Gives you the giggles, the snorts, and occasionally makes you see Jordan Mailata running for a route instead of Dallas Goedert.
Does it give you delicious Cheez-Its and goldfish?
I don't know, but Jamie, these
Hi,
are
Jamie.
the best things that you can possibly bring every single time here, man. They're the best. Smoked Cheez-Its and goldfish from our friend Jamie over at Cat Barbecue. I mean, who knew you could take a box full of something that you get at, BJ's or where do you go in? Oh, Costco.
Come over here for a second. I
Yeah,
need to talk
please.
to you.
Yeah.
I need to talk to you, Jamie, because I eat these, and Hollis Thomas eats these, and we all bug out about it.
Yep.
And people want to buy it.
And your brisket's amazing, and there's been literally nobody that's defeated you yet.
Best ribs of my life. Not even close.
We haven't had that.
Not even
all
close.
right. I think for whatever the last tailgate is, we have to do your ribs. I'm actually ordering it right now from you. You have to do your ribs.
When is the last tailgate?
I don't know, but whenever the last home game
Super
is.
Bowl Sunday.
Oh, yeah. Or
Okay.
Super Bowl Sunday. Either or.
Yeah, we can find ribs in Arizona.
Yes,
Yeah.
we can. And yes, we will.
We can find a grill out there.
Yeah.
Or if we're just having a Super Bowl party here, because I don't know if we're necessarily going to. I mean, trust me, Vince Rizzuto can pull off miracles. I'm almost certain that we could all get tickets to the Super Bowl somehow. But
But
might
I
be
think
cool
I'd
to
rather
do it
be
here.
here, right?
Yeah,
Is that the?
yeah,
I think you'd
would
rather
love
be
it.
here.
Yeah. Vote right now. We going to the Super Bowl or not if we have the opportunity? I say no. I want to stay here.
Oh, man, that's tough. It's tough because that's the cool thing is being in Philly for the Eagles winning the Super Bowl is the best feeling ever.
I take it back. If you and I can get credentialed and Taylor can get credentialed for the Super Bowl, then I'll go.
We have to do that.
Otherwise, no thanks.
If we can get,
Because I want to be in the locker room if they win.
do you imagine this show on Radio Row? Could you imagine us
Radio Row
slap-dicking around?
It's got to be the saddest thing ever.
It really is.
This would be right next to Mad Dog. While he's doing the Super Bowl trivia.
Yeah.
And we'll go, Mad Dog, your takes suck. All right?
Wait, when were you on Radio Row, John?
God, what Super Bowl was that? When was the Steelers
Cardinals?
Seahawks? 90.
What?
Wait,
Oh, no,
Steelers,
no, no.
Seahawks?
90s, like
They
04?
played
That
the
was
Cardinals.
Super Bowl.
Are you talking about the Sean Alexander Seahawks?
04, my bad. Yes, that one.
So Super Bowl
The one that was
40?
very controversial.
Where was that played?
Can't even remember.
Detroit.
don't remember where you were.
No.
That was
It's
Detroit.
been a long, it was a long
Detroit?
time ago. Detroit, that's
It was
right.
Detroit.
So that was the only time I was on Radio Row because I was helping out 710 ESPN in LA as a jockey, like a side jockey.
Wow. The more you know.
Sounds like a blast.
Forrest
It
Gump.
was boring. It's still boring. Everybody tells me it's still boring and not to do it. 2nd and 7 now for the Steelers as 3 yards on the initial run out of the end zone, and it'll be 3rd and 1 coming up here.
Jordan in the chat's asking if we can ship a case of cherry soda. If we can, it's going to be expensive, Jordan.
Yes, that is all that is true. If you still want us to find out,
The
we
shipping,
will
not the soda, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the soda is very affordable.
We will find out what that would cost, my friend, and we're happy to do so. If you're willing to pay the price.
Yeah, if you
We would
cover
love it.
shipping, we will let you know.
Otherwise, come to Chicago, buddy. If you can make it out to Chicago, we'll bring
drop-off.
some soda.
Yeah.
I promise you that. At
Okay.
least a 6-pack.
Yeah, would love to do that. That's coming up. I mean, we're like a month away from heading
Oh,
to
yeah,
Chicago.
man.
2.
Pass interference on the Eagles, so automatic first down for the Steelers coming up here. They finally getting one on Bradbury? Yeah. He's been living dangerously all day. Yeah, oh, man.
I mean, Deontay Johnson is good.
Can't pull the undershirt.
So is George Pickens. Like, they're good receivers. It's just the offense sucks, and Pickett doesn't quite have it.
Bull take by Vince. They are good.
I mean, what am I supposed to say? They're good.
No, that's like the only thing you can't say. Just like, yeah, they're good.
Yep.
It's, you know.
Okay.
They make receivers. It's incredible.
It is a literal wide receiver factory in Pittsburgh. It's the only thing they do. Great little delay draw, and it is big from Najee Harris. 15, make it 17 yards and close to midfield. That sucked. That didn't feel good.
Yeah, that was one of their bigger plays of the day.
Jordan Davis
And,
missing real
yeah.
bad right now.
Jordan Davis missing is a problem.
Man.
Yep. I mean, look, it's the same thing still. They have to keep going, and they don't have the aggressiveness, and this is why they should have gone for a touchdown and all this kind of stuff. It takes them forever to do everything. They have to score 2 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion, rather. How are they going to do that at this pace?
Well, let's see if Kenny Pickett can just end this game
Oh,
right
it's
now with a
tipped.
tipped ball. 1st and 10. Yeah, there's another one coming.
Always throw those hands up.
It's good coaching, man. Like, that was thinking about potential addition J.J. Watt, although I don't think the Cardinals will do it. I mean, he changed the game when he started doing that so much.
And I think Rocker's been a really good addition to the Eagles coaching staff as the D-line coach. Like I don't
Absolutely.
think people talk about it as much, but the impact he's had on the D-line has been really good.
They've been searching for a while ever since they lost Wilson, too. 2nd and 10. Nice out route to Heath Miller, the 6th, who is going to be close to a first down. If I believe they're going to give it to him here, and that's going to wrap up the 3rd quarter as well.
I keep thinking about Heath bars whenever he says his name.
What's in a Heath bar?
Oh, my God. Toffee, chocolate,
It's
deliciousness.
like extra hard toffee.
I put it in my ice cream all the time. Is that Old Man of me?
Oh, that's definitely old man.
Very
Yeah,
much.
fucking
Very much.
That and butter
Yeah.
pecan.
Oh my
Just-
god!
just call me an old man.
the most old man ice cream flavor you can get.
Those are my top 3 flavors: vanilla, and those 2.
John, can I see your AARP card?
Yeah. Actually, they keep sending me emails. I can't wait to sign up. Like I love the mocking because I can't wait to be old. I know. I'm like, but way old. Like I'm already into the activities. I fucking love gardening, landscaping, bird watching. Give me a telescope. I'll do that.
Checking the perimeter.
Yeah, I'm just checking the perimeter, just making sure everything's cool. Yelling at kids on the porch. I haven't done that yet, but no, I actually can't wait to be like an old man. So like, enjoy the rest of your 30s. Honestly, it's gonna get you because you won't care as much anymore. You and Dana will have like a kid, and it'll be great. Yeah. All the board games like that you want to show little Vince Quinn.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
You're
It's
getting
gonna
some
be great.
cheering in the background from that last comment.
Yeah, Dana's parents are loving that. Yeah.
I said win. It could be anytime or never. It's up to you. I'm just saying. I didn't think I was going to be a happy father. So
I just want to know John said that. None of that has been discussed. I have not endorsed that statement, but it was said. So thank you, John.
Yes, you're welcome. No problem. Just put a little red on your face and a little pressure on everybody else.
Yeah, there we go. Jab me about the ring, too.
Yeah, never.
So while we're at it, I can't wait to be incredibly old. I've been on a big Motown kick again. I got back into the swing of that, so I'm listening to like Stevie Wonder and Sam Cooke. And,
what's the band we agreed on, too? Because I think T would like them, too.
Oh, St. Paul and the Broken Bones.
Okay.
Do you know them?
That sounds familiar.
They're awesome,
fucking
man.
awesome. You know them?
Southern
You ever heard of them?
soul band, like
okay.
crazy
Yacht
good.
Rock, man.
Yacht rock? Like what? Like who?
Hey, Yacht Rock.
Give us
Steely
one.
Dan?
Steely Dan.
Hell yeah.
There we go.
That's all I listen to,
That's my stuff, yeah.
Seriously?
for the most part.
Yacht Rock is
Amazing.
awesome. What?
What's?
Yacht Rock on Sirius.
It's such a vibe.
Oh, Yacht Rock is awesome.
no free
just
ads, but
kinda-
Yacht Rock on Sirius. That may be the best channel ever.
Are you anti-Dan?
I'm not anti-Dan. I'm just like, I don't know. It's very Jethro Tull.
You're either in or out. Oh, they're way better than Jethro Tull.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, you're right.
Yes.
Jethro Tull's a little too spacey for me.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like,
I mean, yeah, they're fine, but
Yeah.
they're not stealing.
You get me in a bar that has touch tunes in the summer. I will play Brandy.
I'm with you.
Like,
Yeah.
and I will get that place going.
all right,
To
YouTube,
Brandy.
are you Steely Dan? Am I the out? What's your
Are
old
you-
man thing that you do right now, regardless of age? Let
Are
us
you
know in the
Dan
chat.
pilled?
First and 10 for the Steelers is, man, they just have the worst run concepts. Here you go, run an ISO in the middle for nothing. All right.
Matt
Sounds
Canada is just
Dude,
terrible.
I'm sorry. I cannot stand this guy at our games anymore. Get him out of here. I don't like Mike Trout being a part of the Philadelphia Eagles fandom, especially now. Just get him out of here.
Gatekeeping John Barker.
Yes, Kevin Hart too. I hated that when they're in the
Whoa.
Super Bowl run. He got drunk and all silly. Ugh.
I
Calm
gotta
down.
agree with you. Like, it's surprising that Trout is like, I will show my face while the Phillies are still playing.
Yeah, that's why I'm mad because he didn't come here. Honestly, could have been Trout and Bryson. It would have been
Yeah.
fun, but
That
he
would have
chose
been
to
awesome.
That slop over there because he likes to live in Orange County. Well, good for fucking him.
Yeah, his team sucks
Orange
and
County
he's never
sucks,
doing anything.
and he wants to stay there.
mean,
It's
he's-
not just the money.
He's got Ohtani on the team and they can't win. They did like that's such a hopeless franchise. I don't even know what you do with your life when you're that hopeless.
Big play by the Steelers, by the way. Another first down for them is maybe we need to take this fourth quarter a little more seriously across midfield. Kenny Pickett in the gang.
I feel a turnover is coming for.
I feel that too. Claypool in motion from right to left, 6 on the play clock and ticking down to 4. Kenny Pickett. Plenty of time. Now getting rushed from Son Reddick
Yeah,
and gets
it's
dumped.
batted out. That's
by
a fumble. That's
Hargrave.
a fumble.
It's a fumble.
That's a fumble. Let's
Maddox
go.
picks it up and right on cue, buddy.
Nailed it.
He was due.
Amazing.
Clip
He
that.
was due.
I feel like everybody's been Nostradamus today.
Yeah, there's
Amazing.
been a lot of that going on today. It's pretty awesome.
Wow.
Man, and Hargrave was getting held.
that was a whole- yeah.
unbelievable. Unbelievable. Fucking sorry. Yeah, dude, I don't want him going anywhere. That, I really hope that they're just like, yes, this is our plan.
That was Tank-esque.
Very Tank-esque.
Yes.
Looked like just like a bear claw. Just love that.
That's why you keep him. Yes, if it's Javon Hargrave and Fletcher Cox, it's not a conversation. There's nothing to talk about. I'm sorry, it's not.
Okay, if one of them has to leave, and they're literally the same price point, who are you keeping?
Hargrave.
Sure about that?
100%.
He's a couple years younger too, right? Like about yeah. All right.
He's like 4 years
$7
younger.
million a year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. He's gonna make way more than that. What am I talking about?
Hargrave's better. He's just better at this point. For where Cox was, yeah, but we've talked so much about him being such a miserable fuck out here and all the coaching stuff. I don't need that.
Well, you got to make the shift too, right? You got to make Vic Fangio happy.
He was waived 8 months ago.
Oh, that's just for cap reasons.
People forget that part.
Yeah, but for cap reasons.
That was 8 months ago, though.
Yeah,
I know. And he asked for a trade, and like, no,
exactly.
Well,
the writing's on the wall. He's done.
All right, if the problem is Jonathan Gannon, and it's still the problem, and Vic Fangio's going to come in here, I don't know. I think it's a little bit of an interesting conversation.
You would take him over Hargrave if Fangio's here.
It's something to think about.
Yeah,
because if Fletcher's like main component is like this guy doesn't know what he's doing, and this other guy can put me in a much better position, and I'm willing to. Maybe you can keep both of them. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know.
I mean, it'd be nice.
It's possible.
But you got to develop that next guy as a defensive tackle to do all of this. Like Jordan Davis, we'll see if he becomes that guy. I mean, he's been
I'm just
dominant,
thinking with now in the context of his injury right now, which again we don't know, but like I'm just fearing the worst. So,
But if that's what motivates you, then I think you have deeper issues. Like, if the coach is why you're like, okay, now I'll play better. Like, okay,
it's kind of Fletcher's personality, to be honest with you, right? That's why you get along with Jim Schwartz and not necessarily with Jonathan Gannon, because they're complete polar opposites in how they coach, right?
Well, they're definitely different, but also Cox was a better player with Jim Schwartz than he was with Jonathan Gannon.
Well.
I mean, he's older and he's not as motivated and he can't dominate the same way.
Steven in the chat has a very juicy stat.
Ooh, what do you got, Steven?
Jalen Hurts is the first Eagles quarterback to record 4 25-plus yard touchdowns in a game since Norm Snead.
Whoa. Holy hell.
In 1969.
That is crazy. The Steelers?
The Steelers.
And there goes A.J. Brown for the 20, 15, 10, clipped by 39.
Was almost 5.
Was almost 5. And is A.J. Brown okay? Please tell me that's just angry cramps in your hamstrings, sir. Okay, good. It is.
It is.
Yeah, wow. I mean, he's just wide open in the middle of the field because Pittsburgh, again, doesn't know how to pass off the stacked routes. It's just terrible communication. AJ wide open in the middle of the field, and when he's got nobody covering him.
Thank God for Romo Vision.
Woo! I mean, just look at all that space.
Where were we before this?
Damn, he would have got there too.
He was pretty close.
Son of a bitch. Great job by A.J. Brown, who does have better hands than Terrell Owens. My goodness. Here is
Miles
Sanders out to the left-hand side and a touchdown, Eagles, as that is probably going to put a severe nail in this one. Just a beautiful run, a great drive from everybody, and A.J. Brown is ridiculous. And what did Patty O'Brien just yelled something dirty in your ear?
He just did a Marilyn Monroe happy birthday whisper. It was really creepy.
Run, Booby, run!
Yeah, that's what he said, run, Booby, run. So that's fun.
Phillies in 6. Go Birds.
I love it. Phillies in 6, run, Booby, run. Unbelievable. Miles Sanders capping this one off, 35 hopefully to 13. And cruise control. Next touchdown, we start the post game.
Just about, yeah. Next touchdown for sure. I mean, this
unreal.
It's funny. The running game feels like a killer changeup. You know, like they just when they're running the ball, they're getting like 15 yards a clip this half. It's insane how much space they're getting for all of it. So they clearly found something with the way Pittsburgh's playing that they're exploiting a lot of things right now.
Here's what they're exploiting, Vince Quinn. A.J. Brown's a fucking man, and they cannot stop him, and now you can run the football because you cannot stop A.J. Brown. Barney.
And they can't cover two guys that do this.
Yeah,
they
can't.
They don't know how to cover this.
You switched? Oh, I have no idea what I'm doing
Yeah,
anymore.
whoops. Okay, you just go. We're going to double team this guy.
Even when the Eagles got into the end zone 5 times, the end zone font still doesn't look any good.
No, it does not.
Every time I see it, it's just like, oh, why?
It's actively bad in the end zone.
When Julian comes on the show eventually,
yes,
can you ask him why he did it?
Yeah, and make sure out there you let him know when you see Julian. Let him know he's welcome on the show anytime.
Anytime.
We would love to talk to him, but yeah, what the fuck, man? He's got to change that.
Does anyone care about the rest of the league right now?
I mean, if there's anything notable, yeah.
Not really, other than it's just hilarious that the Panthers and Falcons are tied up at 21 in the 4th. The Lions and Dolphins in a shootout nail-biter, 31-27. That's pretty. What is Tua doing in that game?
give that a look-see.
Let's just go.
Hopefully he knows what's going on.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, he was not so sharp against Pittsburgh the other week.
I don't know. Every time I look at a scoreboard, especially with NFC scores, I just go, somebody try and scare me. Somebody try and be like, okay, this might be a problem for the Philadelphia Eagles. But that's why I just feel so adamant about 17-0, whatever. They got their chef kiss this year. They were ahead of the league again, and they put the gas on. Great. Right? Isn't that what we're experiencing here again? A weak schedule, good analytics, great drafting, phenomenal trading / drafting / offseason. No one else had a year like Howie Roseman in the league.
Cap management, everything. I mean, all the way they balanced all that stuff from having the biggest dead cap hit in NFL history to making the playoffs anyway to now building the best team in the NFC by a mile. It's unbelievable, man.
Probably going to the schedule makers being, look, man, come on. You saw what happened against Tampa Bay. Like, come on. We don't deserve this. We're a wild card team. It's basically like we shouldn't even won those, right?
Yeah.
You know that. And then voila. Do that. I mean, you called it, right?
Oh,
you
yeah.
Called the Super Bowl. It came a year early, but this was all trending that way.
Well,
It's all the silly goons that couldn't see this coming, I think, is rather silly at this point.
I said at the start of last year I could see them winning the Super Bowl this year, and I figured the NFC would be weak this year, which is why when you're talking about scoreboard watching, it's like, okay, did Minnesota lose? Did they not?
They're having a tight one with Arizona in Minnesota.
Okay, so we'll see what happens with that. But they're 5-1. You want to see them lose a game. Like, okay, you keep an eye on that. Dallas, you want to see them lose a game. You want some room in the division. Giants, same thing. So it's just scoreboard watching for how soon can they lock up the 1 seed? That's pretty much where I'm at.
Speaking of which, the Cardinals just scored, so it's 28-23 Vikings currently. So there you go.
I'll take it. That's great.
None of those teams scare me coming in here in January.
0.0 teams scare me. Unlike Kenny Pickett, who's about to get scared.
Oh, boy. That's Robert Quinn.
By Robert Quinn. He was so excited.
That's the second time he's been noticed today.
Kill this asshole.
Whoops.
Unreal.
Well, Dallas up 42-23 on Chicago, so I guess we'll count that one out. That was a bit of a prayer anyway.
That one's done.
Yeah.
Robert Quinn is apologizing. He's profusely. He's, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
He's like, trust me, I'm not Derek Barnett. I swear.
Don't think of me in that light.
Taylor's upset. How dare you slander Derek Barnett?
We haven't seen him in weeks, and he's just getting run over left and right.
He's not even here to defend himself.
Yeah, exactly.
There's Robert Quinn on the bend.
Oh.
Ooh, and he almost got
man.
him. Ooh, that's why. God, he's so good. Oh, man. I underestimated how much juice he had left. I really did.
Yeah, you really thought he was that
Not
kind
like
of cooked?
done. I'm just saying, like, not 18 and a half sacks ready to go. You know?
I didn't think he'd be that, but he's going to be.
He kind of looks it still.
He's going to put up a lot of numbers.
He's motivated now.
Very motivated to go get a contract. 2nd and 3. Najee Harris out to the right-hand side. God, because he's just not run forward for a first down.
Oh, boy, that's comeback football right there.
There you go.
Just a long
Put
run
it on the
for
ground.
5 yards. Great work, guys. Great work.
You're telling me Mike Tomlin gives a right now? You're really telling me that?
Someone's supposed to.
Can we acknowledge that Nickelodeon NFL promo that just happened?
Oh, did
They
it
had slime appear right above the score.
I thought Jordan Mailata was on the field catching a touchdown, so don't ask me what I didn't miss. Good Lord.
Are we getting another Nickelodeon wild card game?
Oh, please.
The slime, what was it? The slime end zone or
Slime
whatever?
zone.
Yeah, oh my
slime
God.
territory.
With all the different effects.
With Ryan Eagle's son.
What do they do when somebody gets injured? Like when something they
We've
shouldn't
got
see.
an owie from the defense player.
Kenny Pickett back on 2nd and 4. A little bit of time now. He's rushing forward and slides down across midfield here for a first down. Good
Actually,
for him.
Taylor, I now need the what's his name from the Browns? Myles Garrett. I need the Myles Garrett versus the Steelers when he slammed his helmet.
Oh,
I need that to happen on
Almost
Nickelodeon
killed
now.
Mason Rudolph.
Yeah.
I need to know how Nickelodeon responds to violence like that.
They just give him like a big hammer.
Yeah, like
Kenny Pickett incomplete on 1st and 10 to no one in particular, too, by the way.
Josh Sweat making that happen.
I think your boy Russell Wilson pulling one out today, by the way. 3 wins on the season. Good for him, huh?
Clearly the high knees on the plane were worth it. They were worth it. Everything's fine.
Would the Eagles be almost 7-0 with Russell Wilson here?
Yeah, because they're just playing so many shitty teams.
Oh, my God.
And the coaching is way better. Yeah. Yeah. You know how hard it would be to not be like 5-1 at least with this team?
You can't admit it. You still can't do it.
How many
can you?
quarterbacks would not be 5-1 with this team?
This team.
How many quarterbacks would not be 5-1?
Vince, can I make a request?
Sure. It's going to be bad, but
Can
sure.
you please do high knees on the flight to Houston?
Actually, I'm making you. Because there's no other way this team is 7-0 with Russell Wilson.
If you think I'm going to do it for 4 hours, you're going to watch me pass out and die on a plane. So
I didn't ask for 4 hours.
Elevated, yeah.
After beverage service, once up and down the aisle. That's all we're
Once
gonna
that
have.
bing.
Oh, baby.
Oh, man.
Safety
Go for
blitz.
it.
Chauncey Gardner just hanging out, pointing fingers, having a fun time. And, man, I can't stop thinking about what Tank said in terms of just having, like, another solidified guy back there to let him go ball hawk. Whew. Get me a safety during the trade deadline, Vince Quinn.
We'll
I don't
see.
know who's out there. I don't
Having
know
a
who's
guy
available.
like this, because Chauncey's played in a lot of different spots. He's played in the slot. He's played safety. He's still new to safety. So to be able to be in a situation like that, where he can be up at the line of scrimmage like Malcolm Jenkins was, yeah, they should try to do that as best they can.
And here is a nice fielded punt for the for the Birds. It's nice little fair catch. As 9 minutes just to
Great.
kick our heads back and
Put Gardner
enjoy this
Minshew
one.
in.
Yes, please.
This is Gardner
Actually,
Minshew time.
go try and make history with A.J. Brown again. Throw one more deep shot, and then after the series, shut everybody down.
Beat the Barchard has appeared.
Hey, Alvin, what's going on, buddy? What do you got for us today?
Since 1970, the Eagles and the Steelers have played each other 13 times.
Ooh.
Which 2 quarterbacks have beaten the Steelers twice?
Okay.
2 Eagles quarterbacks.
It's 2 Eagles quarterbacks?
I'm assuming so. Beat the Steelers twice. Yeah.
Oh, beat the Steelers twice.
Yeah, which
2
two
quarterbacks from the
Eagles?
Eagles have beat the
Yes.
Steelers twice. Okay. In 13 years,
No, they've only played 13 times.
13 times. Okay, got
Since
it.
1970.
Got it. From the 70s on,
Yes.
2 quarterbacks from the Eagles have beaten the Steelers twice.
Yeah,
Let's see. I know McNabb won.
has to be.
Man, I'm
tough.
going to say
This is a
Ron.
good
I'm
one.
going to say Ron Jaworski, too, because I can't think of back-to-back consecutive wins outside of like after McNabb. It was QB hell scramble. Wentz didn't play them again. I don't believe. So yeah, my answers are Ron Jaworski and McNabb. Anybody else?
I don't think it's McNabb because the only one I can remember is was that 08?
I think I want to
But
say
they didn't win in 04 against them.
I feel like they played in '99 or 2000. I might be making that
Yeah,
up.
they must have, right? Because they played him in 08. So then they played him in
Yeah.
So anybody else got any guesses?
Just nothing sticks
It's a good
out.
question.
Here's I'm trying to think of when they played this game in 2020, but maybe
it
Wentz.
was the Claypool game when he just
He went out
off.
for 5 touchdowns
Yeah.
or whatever. So we lost that one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well then, never mind. Wentz is out. So McNabb won.
I'll throw Nick Foles out there.
Okay.
Take a
I
risk.
can't actually remember a Nick Foles Steelers game in my head, but that doesn't mean anything.
Something
I
I
don't remember
just
what I
want
ate
to
for
say.
breakfast.
I just want to say a Detmer, like one of.
If anything, it might be Ty.
Because
Because
Detmer would be so funny.
that was like co-tight to Ray Rhodes to Andy Reid, right? That era. So that it's possible. That would be a funny one. Let us know, Alvin.
I'll say Randall. Why not?
Yeah,
that
that's
was
a good
another
one.
good one.
Yeah.
I'll say Randall and McNabb.
Okay. So
Yep, Minshew. It's Minshew time. Yeah, let's go. Game over.
Air it out.
time to kick your feet up
All right.
and enjoy Boston Scott and Gardner Minshew. God, this Seaman, like going to the backup in the fourth quarter. That just feels good. It's been like 5 solid years since that happened.
It's been
Almost
since
exactly.
2017 and what they did a little bit last year once or twice.
I think the last time that I felt like this was that Broncos game.
Yes. Good comp. It does feel like that.
I mean, I know they won by more in that one, but
Definitely.
it has that feeling of, all right, we comfortably just kept cruising and
Yep.
won. And
I absolutely love this. And there's like a good chunk of time left in this game.
It's great.
8 minutes of Gardner Minshew and Boston Scott, 2nd and 9 to the right-hand side. Nice little bump for 5. Boston Scott been very active in the community lately, by the way, too.
Yeah, he's been out and about, which is good for him.
Yeah.
He's got a lot going on. I mean, all the gaming stuff that he's got on, like, to be a professional gamer as your side hustle is fucking insane.
Pretty awesome.
That's a life, man. So, yeah, he's living a good life. But, look, Gardner Minshew got in this game with about 10 minutes left in the fourth. When he got that first snap, there's about 10 minutes. I mean, this has been just an utter embarrassment.
Here's a question. Is Jalen Hurts back in the MVP conversation because of this game? Partially, anyways. Does this help his chances get back into that conversation?
This gets him in as a dark horse again.
it helps. I mean, if Allen goes off tonight, it doesn't
matter.
Yeah, like
I agree. I'm just
and I don't think the Packers are good, but it's one of those helmet things where
Good God, the Eagles.
see.
I didn't mean to cut you off, buddy.
No,
Sorry.
you're good. You're good.
I was just about to say Britton Covey was out there taking wide receiver snaps, which tells you how much this game is over.
Yes, okay.
Oh, the Batman's back. We were just questioning that.
Well, okay. Yeah, it's back.
Now that Jason Kelsey's wearing it,
That's
it's back.
so funny.
We were
Okay.
getting worried it might not make it all the way past the Phillies World Series, the Batman bit.
Yeah, I figured with the week off plus the Phillies, the Batman thing would die off, but now it's here. It's not going anywhere.
So Alvin's got the results. So there was a mix-up by him.
Oh,
It would have been Cunningham, but he did get injured in the middle of the season. But, so that leaves it's only one, actually, and it is Donovan McNabb.
Hey! All right.
Go
the only
team.
successful quarterback to beat the Steelers twice because he was the one longest around to do it, I guess. I guess they didn't play each other in the 70s and 80s that much. Makes sense.
Yep.
Or they just sucked, which is also true, too. God.
Well,
They
you
should
get a
dance.
lot of turnover.
There's some dancing coming, guys. I feel that. Eagles are punting after,
Not trying.
wasting time.
Yeah. Just
They should
hanging
be
out.
doing.
Imagine getting into your seat today and Travis Kelce's to your right.
Yeah, just oh, hey.
That's a,
Just hanging out with Travis Kelce.
it's like
and
I'm
his
trying to be
dad.
in disguise.
Pretty bad punt by Sipos here as it's going to get a little lucky. Eagles bounce across the 50 to the 48.5, we'll call it.
Jordan's advising us to watch Zach Wilson's interceptions from today.
Oh,
later.
was it really bad?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Well, I'm excited.
Oh, there's
Mike
Quick
Quick.
and Merrill.
Loved it, that.
That's a nice little shout out.
Yeah.
And,
Gonna say
by the way,
46 years. Yeah.
the guy to Merrill's left has been his spotter since, he started. It's unbelievable. And I think you see him on NFL films pop up. It's crazy.
It looks like he has tan lines from the binoculars on his eyes.
That's how much he's using them. As a little dump off here to, I don't even know who the backup is for the Steelers. Anybody? 30?
No.
All right.
No.
We'll learn your name when it's relevant, when you're not, 2 and 6. So
I guess there's no technical advancements in binoculars.
none, which is crazy to me. I can't believe Apple doesn't have a binocular feature on their phones. It is Kenny Pickett is getting smashed by the defensive line. Man, they're all backups there for the most part too. Help me out again.
Marlon Tuipulotu.
Thank you very much. Tolopolotu.
Tuipulotu.
Tuipulotu. My bad. I will definitely get there with you, sir. You are about to go 7-0.
He plays a lot. He plays consistently
does. He's great.
through every week. I mean, week one, it was like, what the fuck's this? And then he's just stayed.
Can you say the last name of the Miami quarterback?
I just Tua's fine by me.
Tagovailoa.
Tagovailoa.
Yeah,
There you go.
Tagovailoa, right? It's kind of a
So
I just
really
can't
bad
pronounce his
tackling
brother's
from the
first
Eagles.
name.
Over Maryland, yeah.
Mike
Warren. Somebody Warren here.
Warren
Okay, whatever.
already has 46 yards on the ground. So
Just 46 more than Najee Harris.
I
No,
appreciate
yeah.
everybody running out the clock. Everybody's hat tip, hat tip.
Yeah, they're all ready. They're ready to get on the bus and go home.
Knock that shit off, would you?
You think they took a bus or flew?
Oh, they flew.
Pittsburgh.
You always
Yeah.
It's a really ridiculous, expensive flight from Pittsburgh to Philadelphia for no good reason either. Another 5 yards for the Steelers here.
It's that 5-hour drive, though, right? I think
5-hour drive.
If you're lucky, 5-hour drive, yeah.
As someone who's done the drive and the fly, they both suck.
They're terrible. I hate going to Pittsburgh for all those reasons which Jamie just said.
It's
The drive sucks.
the drive sucks.
You only get Burger King or Roy Rogers for like 5 hours.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Vixen's Bar? Come on.
Kenny Pickett over the middle to no yards gained.
The one place on the turnpike has a Popeyes.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's the one you can get
But
off
it's-
on both ends.
But that's early in PA.
It's like a good 2.5 hours into your drive, if that.
That's the Steelers' offense. The Popeyes rest stop.
3rd and 7 for Kenny Pickett, trying to get himself a nice little touchdown in the red zone. It is tipped and picked! And there he goes. Chauncey gets his, and he does a smart thing and lays down. So, fellas, we're going to start the post-game show because there's 4 minutes left, and I can't believe we get to do that right after one break from me, if you guys don't mind. Is that okay?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
I would like, going through your list here.
Yeah.
Ooh, Bills and Kamara. Why'd you write that down? That scares the shit out of me. Talk about that for a second.
Yeah, that was a pregame thing. But so with the Bills and Kamara, there's rumors that they are interested in adding
does
into the
make
team.
sense to me, by the way.
So, yeah, I mean, it does make sense. CMC made sense. Like, maybe the Bills go out and make a move like that. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like the run blocking still isn't there, and it's not all – the backs aren't great, but I think it's just the unit isn't built for it.
And is that the Bills, like, what they do? Like they're not known for making that kind of – I mean, I know they made the move for Diggs years ago, but it's not their forte to make that kind of move, so that's why I don't –
Yeah, to go – I mean, look, if you're going to go all in for a running back, Kamara's a pretty good one to pick. The only thing is you got to get assurances from the league office on him.
That's why I wouldn't do it. That's why, for as much as he did off the field terribly, Kareem Hunt's this quote-unquote safer move.
Well, yeah, he doesn't have a pending charge.
In a very weird way.
Yeah, he is. I mean, yeah, because you're expecting the guy to be on the field. It's that simple. So, like, to go in and give whatever you're going to have to give up to get a guy like Kamara, and you don't even know if he's going to play in vital games at the end of the season. Like, the hell?
Thanks for having us.
You know, yeah,
Go
thanks
Birds.
for coming, fellas.
Go
Go
Bills.
Birds. Go Phils. Go Union. So, yeah, I wouldn't want him. Right now, I wouldn't make a move on Kamara. I
No.
get it, but I wouldn't do it.
And what was that story? They wanted their first back from us.
Yeah, which
No,
let me clarify that too. It was Albert Breer asked a GM of another team that was not the Saints or the Eagles, and that GM said, "Well, I think the Saints would do it if they got their pick back," which was probably like a yuck, and
Yeah,
like,
okay.
you know what I mean?
Fair.
So it was kind of a bullshit. That's the problem with a lot of reporting. They'll always be like, "This person told me that they think," and then everyone
Yeah.
goes, "Oh, this is a report," and it's like, no, this is a report on what somebody thinks.
If you read between the lines and you figure it out, I get it.
Yeah, it's a report of an opinion. Like it's not an actual report. So that's what was going on with a lot of it, and even the Kamara stuff. And like a lot of it was made up for the Eagles. So there's been a lot of junk.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't put a lot of stock into that. But I mean, running back in general, I do still think there's something to be made about that. Is Zach Pascal with plenty of space, and he gets another 25 yards there.
You may need a Pascal Colts jersey for that trip.
Ooh, a Pascal
Wow,
Colts jersey could be a
God.
good one.
In 3 games,
I
nobody's
like
not
that.
the same eBay seller as I had to deal with.
Yeah, yeah. All right, explain to people what jersey you were trying to get, Jamie. You got to tell them.
All right, so after the Eagles beat Washington, I'm on the bus with Vince, and I'm like, I'm going to get a Bobby Hoying jersey. I found it on eBay. It was $35. And I was like, oh, I'll get it. That was over a month ago. I still didn't get it. I just got refunded for it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so a guy tried to rip him off on a Bobby Hoying jersey, which is like, come on, man. Is this the life that you're going to live? Are these the decisions you've made?
It would be such a funny jersey to have. That's why I wanted it.
Yeah, it'd be a killer jersey, dude. I was such a fan. Because for what it's worth, me and Jamie, we're always going back and forth with dumb jerseys. Like when we see people out in the wild, we text each other Like, you saw a guy with a David Garrard jersey at Xfinity.
What? Yes, during the Eagles-Jags game. Then game 3 of the NLDS, a guy in the row in front of me over to my right, not only did he have a Bryce Harper, which is great, under his Bryce Harper jersey, he had a Shady McCoy jersey. Dude, that's not keeping you warm. Like,
It's just you're forcing it too much. Like, wear one jersey, okay?
Exactly.
Wear one.
I got to find this one. I saw at a Sixers game last year. I think it was like it was a Sixers jersey over a Michael Vick jersey. But I gotta find it.
All right. Well, as John's getting himself together, and he'll be here in a minute for the post-game show. Jamie, where can people find these delicious, amazing, fantastic barbecue snacks and find out when they can finally buy them from you?
On Instagram, Calf BBQ, CALF BBQ. Also on TikTok, the same handle, Calf Barbecue.
Can't explain how good these are, folks. I really can't. These are so ridiculously.
Gets the okay from Kurt.
Kurt. Have you guys have had a bag? All right, yeah. Please take these from me if you've not tried them, because holy shit, I'm stuffing my face and it's really bad. It's smoked goldfish and Cheez-Its made by this guy right here. He is a barbecuer.
They're so
he
good.
makes brisket and some of the best ribs I've ever had in my life. Please take those and try them and let us know what you think, because we're yelling at him to sell these because it's ridiculous that that's a smile.
See?
It's so good, right? It's so good. So that bag's yours now. You guys can all have it over there.
And as Jamie was just saying there.
Don't give it back. No, go ahead. That's all yours.
Calf BBQ and yell at him to just do this thing full time. Can we get to there, please? Good God.
Yeah, come on, Jamie. But we love you, buddy. Thank you for hopping on the show.
We absolutely do, man.
It will happen. It will happen.
Yeah, eventually it'll get there. So
I feel really out of place, and I got to buy one of these hats. I've spent so much money on hats lately because of the Phillies, but I'm going to have to get one of these.
I understand why. Nick did an incredible job. Taylor did all the hoofing work and making those together. I mean, it's one of the best hats. It is. Like, it's one of my favorite hats to wear. So I'm worried I'll put too much sweat and stuff all over it. That's how awesome it is. So
it's a worry.
Jamie, we appreciate it, bud. Feel free to hang out for the post game if you need to. Steve, okay, great, fantastic. So we're gonna do this, of course, with our Liquid Deaths, and I don't know, Vince Quinn, where should we go today? Because I'm thinking big time. It's all about Jalen and AJ and what they did to pretty much put this out of reach, and I'm excited to talk about it, buddy.
Yeah, and I've got a lot of stuff in the same space. I think that's a good way to kick it off.
Fantastic. Well, for those of you tuning in a live stream, you know what's about to happen. Make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe, because we love doing this, and that's the best way to support us during this live stream. So, you know what we're going to do. Here we go. Oh, what's going on, Philadelphia? The Eagles are 7-0, and it was a breeze today. This is amazing. Hello, everybody. It is Bell and the Birdmen. We are live from the Gatehouse. It is time to drink our celebratory Liquid Deaths, as what an incredible, easy, smooth-ish ride with some bad news with Jordan Davis we'll get into. Vince Quinn, newly 33. Taylor Granatis here, too. What is happening, sirs? How are you? Ooh, very splashy.
Oh, baby. Oh, 7-0 feels good. Are you kidding me? Kenny Pickett, get the fuck out of here, man.
Bye.
That guy sucks. That guy sucks. That team sucks. We didn't talk about them all week leading up to this game because they weren't worth talking about.
They weren't.
God damn, they blow. Call your season and start over. We are ready for the Super Bowl, and for all the signs that we were looking for, I think we got a lot of great things to talk about today.
Oh, my goodness, yes. As this has happened for the first time. Market Week 8, the backup quarterback comes in. Gardner Minshew is hanging out right now as the last 2 minutes of the game are still going by. If there is an update with Jordan Davis by the time this post-game show is over, we will obviously talk about that, and I'll save that for the second half of the show, because, man, oh, man, Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown are one of the best combinations in the NFL. And if you didn't think that coming in when that trade happened, now you know. And, man, I'm going to leave Vince Quinn aside for this, But don't think I'm not fucking done coming after every single person who doubted Jalen Hurts, what they build on this team. As I see Boston Scott with another slide and a first down smartly to try and end this game out 35-13. And, dude, Jalen is that guy. All 3 of those touchdowns were go routes according to NFL research. You can call them whatever they want. They were dimes in the bucket every single time. Double coverage, no coverage, wide open, bang, bang. Give it to me more. And if Devontae didn't drop that ball early on, the offense would have looked stellar today. But this is exactly what we wanted the Philadelphia Eagles to give us in this one. Stomp on their necks. Make sure you can eliminate the weakest opponent probably you'll face again in the next couple of weeks here. And they did, as I see Gardner Minshew in victory formation, Vince Quinn. I am fired fucking up.
Well, yeah, and they're playing a team that's just as bad in Houston in a couple of days here. So
talking about the Astros?
Yeah.
The Texans. My bad.
The Texans suck. They suck, too. So we'll talk a lot about how they suck later. Actually, we won't. It's not worth it. We'll talk about other fun stuff.
No, I won't. We won't.
But
shout out Brandon Cooks. Hope you get out of there. That's it. That's my take.
Here's what I wanted to see. I mean, the most important thing for me with this game was you had the bye. What were the adjustments? How do you change this thing? How do you get to be an elite offense? They've been missing something, right? We haven't seen this since week 1. This was Detroit Lions A.J. Brown. This was absolutely dominating, big plays over the top, and the tracking. I mean, for Jalen to get the ball into those spots and A.J. to so easily track a ball in that kind of placement, double coverage, didn't matter, like you said. That is dominant. Those are the things that elite offenses can do when you're talking about competing with the Bills and the Chiefs. You're going to be able to have big, explosive plays and the threat, which opens up all that other stuff. And look what it did in the second half. A.J. Brown, 3 touchdowns already. You get into the second half, they finally hand off the ball. It's their 4th handoff of the whole game. It's the first one that half. He goes for like 15 yards. I mean, Miles Sanders might have averaged 15 yards a carry in the second half. It was that ridiculous. But when over the top, you can't stop it. Then, like, what are teams going to do? And that's what they brought to the table today. That's a massively encouraging sign for the rest of the season. You need more of that.
No, absolutely you do. And so funny because we said, well, leading into the season, who is A.J. Brown? What is going to be the benefactor of that the most? Who on the offense is going to see all that stuff? And you know what the answer is? Fucking everyone. Jalen Hurts, Miles Sanders, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, who got out on a tight end leak today because you're killing them over the top. You're killing them. And there were some times where I didn't understand why the Steelers kept switching from like double to single high every single time. And same thing, same result, almost like touchdown.
Out the game, which is good. And we saw Minshew with 10 minutes left in the 4th. So Gardner Minshew being in for 10 minutes left of the 4th, that's what a great team should do against a shitty team. That's exactly what they did, and you need to do it again against Houston. Like, that's the expectation. When you talk about 17-0, running the whole table, all that kind of stuff, this is what you do against terrible teams. It was a great step today.
Yeah, a humongous step. And, you know, I mean, I know we still got to talk about Jordan Davis, but, like, while those guys were on the field, that was unreal. To see Hargrave, Cox, and Jordan Davis in that, especially that first series, which Hollis Thomas was with us for the entire first half. And, like, here's what I don't understand, because I'll get right into the nitpicking if we want to, because this is a Super Bowl team, and I want this team to go 17-0. I don't know why Jonathan Gannon goes from the stunts to, like, not that after it was killing him in that first quarter there, and the first drive, it was working. So I think between the combination of all that, I'm really excited the talent that they have, but, like, I'm still very deeply concerned about, like, Jonathan Gannon's kind of lackadaisical. We just put so much pressure on him. Now we're not going to do that type of mentality. I don't understand why.
Yeah, I don't know what his philosophy is. You know,
they only scored 13 points, and there's a ton of sacks and a turnover. So, like, I'm not complaining, but still.
Yeah, it's like if he wants to do everything and be able to do everything, that's great, but do what works. Like, you want to be able to do everything so that in the moment you could do what works to beat your opponent, which is why when you look at the Eagles and the offensive side of the ball, it's like, okay, you can run the ball, you can do that really efficiently. You can execute the screens. Now you've got slants and things in the middle of the field. You get the comebacks with AJ. Now you're hitting over the top, middle of the field with Dallas Goedert deep. Yeah. Like, you can attack people on every level of the field, every dimension of the field. You can't defend all of that. You just can't. And for Gannon, you got to figure out those things that they can't stop you on and just lean into that and just mash the button, basically. That's all he's got to do. All this depth, all these guys coming in and out. I mean, Robert Quinn, like, Didn't see a whole lot of him. Wasn't a major impact in this game, but in certain flashes, you go, holy shit. You know, it's like, wow, that's cool to see that. That's a new number doing that stuff. So unleash him. You know, like those are the things that he needs to work on. I feel like he thinks too much.
Yeah, I do too. And speaking of Robert Quinn, only probably, like you said, 12 snaps, maybe 13, something like that. But he so badly wants to be out there. And he so badly wants that bend right up until, crushing the quarterback's soul there. And I'm excited for the next few weeks of whatever's coming with Robert Quinn, because they just let him just tee up, and say, like, hey, man, just go do your thing. And, got too excited there, went off sides. Like, I think he's more towards the elite side still in limited.
Older, it's just limiting the reps, so keeping those guys fresh. And when you've got this other talent all across the place, you're facing less double teams. Mm-hmm. It's just creating better situations for them to use the experience more than the physical ability. You know what I mean? So, like, Robert Quinn's going to be able to do that, and it's weird that for now they've already made the commitment that he will be a free agent after this year, so we'll see what the Eagles' plans are with DN, but if it works out, I don't think there's any reason to not go, hey, man, I know we talked about you leaving, but, like, this kind of works. It's every romantic comedy where it's like, let's pretend we're dating. Yeah. Oh, we're in love. Like, if it works, just let him stay. I don't see the reason to kick him out of bed.
It's like, hey, you can be a free agent, but, like, I have a ring for you. Ready. Super Bowl and, like, marriage. So, like, let's just do this thing over again.
Yeah, come on back, dude. Chris Long 2.0. It's that same, like, it's been mentioned, but it's the same thing, and there's nothing wrong with that. Veteran guys, Michael Bennett back in the day. Like, veteran guys sticking around if you can move them in multiple spots, and that's one of those things Gannon doesn't do. I saw a stat that they've, like, literally never done the race car package where you're getting guys like Brandon Graham at D-tackle, and it would be a guy like Robert Quinn at D-tackle, and just running four guys like that and seeing what the other team does. They just don't. So, yeah, I think
crazy. Yeah.
Gannon could do still plenty more with the personnel. We're going to yell at Vic. Vic, yell at him more.
Vic.
So,
well, and I got to address that, too, because Hollis Thomas said some pretty interesting things and kind of confirmed at least a little bit of where we thought kind of coaching staffs were, right? So, for the record, on our live stream, Hollis Thomas believes that, like, Vic Fangio is heavily involved. In fact, like, tinkering and saying, maybe you should do this. So, what's hilarious to me about all this, all offseason, you had talked about the defense kind of switching up. You had even mentioned that Vic Fangio would probably be available, and he was. And now he's here. And listen, let's just call it like it is. Vic Fangio is the defensive coordinator already right now. Jonathan Gannon is just like the shell guy to call it on game day, right? He is probably setting them up. Those look like Vic Fangio things, the stunts, when they're aggressive, that doesn't remind me of Jonathan Gannon. And if you're going to ask, what does Jonathan Gannon do, John? I'm like, exactly. I don't know, but I know what Vic Fangio looks like, and that looked like Vic Fangio today.
Well, Vic's setting the table for a lot of this stuff, but then he's not calling it.
No, he's not calling it.
Hey,
let's go! Let's go! Philly sports guy.
What's up, everybody?
Did you get in?
Of course.
Yahoo!
I was
little
4 rows from the field.
My man.
Absolutely.
I
just said, sometimes I get to work some magic. People know me. I'm kind of a big deal. People know me.
You're easy to identify. I don't look at a guy like you and go, is that
I'm
Kevin?
Sneaking. I'm
like,
sneaking.
Yeah.
I'm sneaking around everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But listen, guys, I'd love to stay and talk. It was a great game. They just dominated all the way around.
They did.
And it kind of reminded me, like, I was there the last time we played Pittsburgh, out in Pittsburgh. It was the COVID game. Had a section all to myself, literally. And let's go, Union. Dude!
Woohoo! Yeah. Thanks, Philly sports guy. There he is. Jamie kicking ass and taking names as usual. And, like you said, and the appropriate, once again, shout out to saying fuck NYCFC as well. And go Union. Yeah, man, like I just feel like Vic has his handprints all over this thing. And maybe that's a storyline down the road, or maybe it's not. But, like, I liked where this is gelling, where the linebackers and defensive line have all these little different, like it looked like a game where you were able to see Hassan Reddick and all these guys. Hargrave clearly was not still thinking about his time in Pittsburgh and all that stuff. So I'm really impressed by what Vic has done, honestly, to get this aggressiveness out finally.
Well, they've fully embraced a new scheme. You know, before they were kind of like a little half of this, half of that. They've really leaned into the idea of being more of a 3-4 kind of unit. So, yeah, that's a big leap in itself. And really, I think it's weird because we always focus so much on the defensive line, and I totally understand that. The way this city's been, the amount of talent that's there, the depth on it, all those things are really exciting. But, like, what makes this a superstar unit is the secondary.
It really is.
It's all about them. I mean, that's like, what is the driving thing for this team right now? They have a lot of sacks, sure, but their turnover ratio is through the roof.
Yes.
And that's Bradbury, that's Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, that's Slay, that's Maddox. Those guys are so good in coverage, tipping balls, catching them off the tip. They just create chaos. And to have a secondary that's so overwhelmingly dominant, like, this is a real, like, I'm not going to say Legion of Boom, but you know what I mean? It's like, it's that caliber kind of group of guys right now. It's crazy how well they're playing.
In another year, I think they would have the, if this sustains itself, because I know that's hard to do from year to year too, but I don't think you're wrong. You know, it kind of starts to be like, man, you know, it shows you how really wrong I was. How strong this defense is going to become, man. It's incredible. And to stick with Bradbury too, I thought that was the funniest part of the game, whether it was George Pickens or who's the other kid?
Deontay
Johnson. Like, just so mad at Bradbury the entire time. Like, couldn't get out of, you know, anybody's way. Handsy, not handsy. Everyone's upset. George Pickens was so upset that they freaking shoved him out of the way for offensive pass interference. Like, not only is the secondary Legion of Boomish, or, you know, however you want to phrase that, it's annoying. It's so annoying. Like, Slay's going to tell you how good he is. Bradbury's going to do the same thing. I hated him when he was a Giant. Hated him for that exact reason, because he's handsy, because he gets away with shit all the time. And he had one of the most beautiful, like, European soccer flops of all time to not get the call, too, and got away with some stuff. And that's why I love this crew. They're chippy. It's annoying. They're on your ass, and you can't really do a couple bumps in the road. But good Lord, I feel like having a tropical cocktail and say, wake me up a week 14.
Well, yeah, you thought Jordan Mailata caught a pass during the game,
I did.
so I think you had a couple tropical cocktails. But outside of that,
It looked like 68 was splitting out. I'm just saying.
that was really funny. For what it's worth, John's like, wow, Jordan Mailata just split out to the left. He's wide left. He's in motion. He's going
running
across
a route.
the field. He caught a pass. Oh, it was Dallas Goedert.
He was 88.
That's great.
Just shows you how manly Dallas Goedert looks.
That's right. It was good. It was a real compliment to
Could be a
Dallas
left
Goedert.
tackle, yeah.
There's no doubt about it. But yeah, it was for all the stuff that happened today. I mean, the biggest thing is they played a pretty full game against a terrible team. First drive for Pittsburgh, 3 and out. They had to fight for everything, 5 yards at a time. They had occasional big plays with George Pickens, but it wasn't enough.
Yep.
And they just crushed them. So that's what they're supposed to do. They should do that a lot. Like, we need to see this more. I want to start seeing Gardner Minshew in the fourth quarter all the time. Like, that's where they need to be because the schedule sucks.
Well, you ready for my hot take?
Sure.
Start Gardner Minshew on Thursday night against the Texans and just chill. Just chill, baby. That they will not do that.
No,
this is
there's no way.
In the 2 QB system, this is a perfect time to throw Gardner Minshew because you don't risk Jalen Hurts. You're going to beat the Texans anyway, but I'll take 8 minutes in the fourth quarter of them two while we're all hooting and hollering down there. I'd rather that.
I think it's going to trend that way. I mean, you have a real opportunity to just demolish Houston, too. So I think that's going to happen. If anything, I would just want to see Gardner Minshew run actual plays.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, let him throw some stuff if you're putting him in for the fourth quarter just to warm him up and do it in a game situation rather than just, here you go.
There you go.
All right, here, I still got plenty of this. Here you go, John. You don't need to do that. So I would like to get him snaps like that, but otherwise, it's a really great game. They did everything they needed to do. A little rusty at the very start. Jalen was throwing some stuff that looked like it was 5 miles per hour. Like, what the fuck is this? But everything rounded out. They looked amazing, and they crushed. Oh, and Kelsey wore the Batman mask.
Yes.
So we had questions about
We
that.
did.
It is fully back. It has not gone away. We're seeing that all year.
We were both worried that the Batman thing would go away because of the Phillies World Series. Oh, hi, Don Bell. I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. I do have one question regarding that, too, because that's something we got into in the live stream. So I want you to think of this. Is the talent of the offense so good that there isn't a coaching problem? Or is there not a coaching problem and, like, the offense still needs to gel together? That's what I want you to think about after I tell you about our wonderful friends over at Liquid Death. And just go to liquiddeath.com/bell to see where all these beautiful 16.9-ounce cans are sold right now. I have a 7-Eleven in New Britain. That's just down from me. that I know always has the severed lime, so that's where I stop. But you cover that, and it's ice cold out of your fridge. Bring your water bottles with you, but if you forget them, liquiddeath.com/bell and go pick yourself up a case or a can today.
Yeah,
for
and
sure.
if you come down to the tailgate here at the Gatehouse at the Navy Yard, you know what I got in my hand? Bell and the Birdmen soda.
Unbelievable.
We have a soda now. Like, I can't believe that our logo is on a soda.
You're watching on YouTube. It is right there.
It's so good. I've had 3 of these today. We gave one to Tank. He loved it. Everybody we've talked to, I've been like, listen, I need you to be honest with me about this.
Yes.
Like, our label is on it. We are selling it. I need you to be honest. And they're like, no, this is fucking amazing. So thank you to everybody. Reading Soda Works.
Just amazing.
Putting this together with us. Yeah.
And these will be purchasable, sellable. We don't know if we're going to be able to ship them yet, but regardless, they will be in some stores, and we will tell you where to go get them. In every bottle, which is more important to us than anything, every bottle sold, $1 will go to the Eagles Autism Foundation. So that's a part of the reason why we made the soda. We're so happy to do that. I, however, Vince Quinn, am still not happy, and even our good friend Jordan Weaver called me out in the middle of the broadcast saying, John, this team is going to be 7-0, and you're bitching about the offensive coaching staff?
Yeah.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am, because I think that's the problem here. From them being great to elite, that is going to stop them. Still, that's why I'm worried about all this stuff, and mainly because of what you said. It looked a little funky early. You know, like some of the concepts when you're trying to get this offense going have not pleased me in one bit. And by the way, there was a clear shot today of Shane Steichen and Nick Sirianni going at it. And I know everybody says the same thing. John, that's just in game. Great. What happened in Arizona when you were dead tired and you were fighting then? And then Hollis Thomas. I'm not saying that, his word is everything, but he even agreed with me that Nick Sirianni calling the plays would probably be a better idea for this offense than Shane Steichen right now. That concerns me because I know his history, and it wasn't good with the Chargers, and it's just been okay here. To be honest, it's just been okay. How do you have guys that score 4 touchdowns at a clip, like no problem, and not have like a fluid, great offense by now? Something with hot routes in it, anything. So I honestly think it's the talent that's outshining the coaching staff right now.
I think that's the case too. The talent is so absurdly good, and like AJ, I mean, again, he just dominated today.
Unreal today. Just like no one was worthy of him being covered.
No, he couldn't be stopped. He was just an elite talent. Jalen put it in the right spots. He won it pretty much every single time. There's just sometimes it's like an act of God. You just can't do anything to stop it. AJ Brown is that, and yeah, it does make Steichen look good, which it could be the same situation where, all right, does this team win so many games that people look at Steichen and go, wow, maybe this guy smells like a head coach to me. And they go and
there you go, Texans.
Yeah. So then like Steichen and Gannon both get head coaching jobs. We bring in Fangio, and this is the tough cycle then. It's like, are you replacing offensive coordinators all the time? Who comes in to do that? What's the philosophy change? Whatever. That's a rabbit hole conversation. But thinking about what it is right now, I mean, yeah, are they overly dynamic as a coaching staff? No. I think they're capable, but we're talking about the Super Bowl. I mean, you need these guys to be great.
Yeah, and I'm going to be nitpicky as hell about that shit from there on out because that's what we're talking about and be like, John, if you're just looking for something, this isn't something. This has been happening for 7 weeks, and to your point, A.J. Brown's physical presence is just absurd. Like, everyone calls for an offensive pass interference the moment he catches a football almost, and Mike Tomlin was saying the same thing today too. Guys bounced off of him when they tried to tackle, and loved the 15-yard penalty, too, by the way. Tack it on, absolutely. When both guys bounce off of you and you catch a touchdown in the end zone, you want to point at both of them and say, that should be allowed, by the way. That's ridiculous.
After 3 touchdowns, it should be legal.
Yes. You broke records today. And I don't know. I just think that was mainly Jalen, the offensive line, and the rest of the wide receivers. And I never saw that Devontae Smith drop. It never happened. It never happened.
No, it didn't.
But, I don't know. What do you guys think? 215-509-5833. Is that being nitpicky? Is there to be the guy? I don't know how the relationship works, but I'm assuming that's how it goes. Not going to be a detriment. I think it's tough to win a Super Bowl without it. That's all.
The tough thing is, I mean, look, we're at the trade deadline here. So what happens? You go and add talent. You can do that. You have the opportunity. There's going to be free agents, guys like OBJ, and you can sign them. But you don't really add coaching through the season. This is who you are.
Right.
So you either got to get better, change what you do, or this is what it is.
Need another guy. If you want to win the Super Bowl, you need another guy somewhere on the, one of the sides of the ball that somebody we're probably not thinking about right now. Roquan Smith. What? They lost another game, so we might as well just give him a call before the trade deadline, too. Does any big move happen? Yes or no? I say no.
It's not going to be
medium.
They're going to medium. I'd say they get a medium move. There's going to be some other guy here. Like I'm not going to say it's that Jay Ajayi, Golden Tate range.
Oh, don't say Golden Tate.
I'm saying the player was good. He was terrible once he got
Showtime
here.
Tate.
I think there were a lot of problems for that, but he was in terms of the talent and his track record, he was a good piece to get. So
also like to talk to the media. I heard. I don't know if it's true or not. But,
oh boy.
Part of the messenger program, let's just say.
It was fuck Carson Wentz wide receiver messenger program.
So it should be, we will be live, hopefully, at like 3:30. We haven't decided yet for the trade deadline. But I'm looking forward to the takes. I'm looking forward to hopefully more nitpicking coming from my mouth. And mainly Vince Quinn turning 33, buddy. How do you feel?
Yay.
Eagles are 7-0. You're 1 year older. Anything else before we get out of here?
I'm full of soda and barbecue. I'm covered in confetti. We've got hats and sodas. It's fucking awesome, man. What a life. I'm thankful for both of you. I'm glad that we can do this together, build
Me
all
too,
this
buddy.
shit, the show, the studio, everything. So just a moment to reflect on that. It's pretty cool.
Taylor Cradatis, any reflection on today?
I can't believe we're in Houston on Wednesday.
I know.
What
I'm
the
like, oh, yeah,
hell?
shit, we got to pack.
What is going on? Jesus, everything's moving so fast.
2 wins in a week, possibly a World Series win on top of that for all the Philadelphia Phillies fans. I'm rooting for you. I really am because I hate
Go
the
Union.
Astros. Go Union tonight. Chip Kelly come to Iowa. Why not? Where we're at it.
Please don't.
Fucking A.
No.
215-509-5833. If you want to text us, join the Discord. If you have any other takes that you agree with, disagree with what we said during the postgame, we believe everybody has a voice here, and it's a lot of fun with all you bird brains. I can't believe we're at the Gatehouse. It's a gorgeous 65-degree day in October. Clocks are moving back, which is my favorite time of the year. And bellandthebirdman.com if you missed any of that, want to buy a hat, interested in buying the soda, or
That's the worst take, by the way.
just no, it's
That-
that, my friends.
Loving the clock.
That's a
change.
Tuesday topic.
bellandthebirdman.com is where you can find us. I'm John Barchard. That's Vince Quinn, Taylor Cradatis, Jamie from Calf Barbecue, other Jamie, Philly Sports Guy. Thank you for hanging out. Hollis Thomas and Vince Rizzuto over at phillysportstrips.com. Till then, we'll see you later, guys. Okay, bye.